What do you think they left off? I don't know. Do you want her to do it? Yeah. When in life do you think you would never do it better? When I'm not doing well. Well, you have a mortgage now, honey, so you're going to be working for a while. What do you mean? You think I should go on tour with my 40 years of hit? Pretty girl. You ever stop? Okay. Oh. Hi. Look at you doing people around me with a squabble. She's thinking me as a computer because I'm turned on, fixing it out. And I'm a hot sexy single waiting for you on the computer to make love to me, Katya. And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want. This is awesome. On the computer. And ooh, no one was hurt. You love computer? Love it. All of life is done in the computer. You know how to play ASDF first lockdown? Yeah, of course. I don't. I wrote 2 books. I wrote up this. Yeah. I had a dream last night, like looking at the ribs and also typing like that. And I couldn't do it. Do you think that people who, like, I feel like a lot of people like, I wrote all my books, but all they did was voice the text. Yeah. Voice the text, yeah. I don't think that counts as writing a book. I'm sorry, this could be clerical work, but I had to suffer through it. Michelle Obama becoming lazy. Hillary Clinton, why I did it, or what happened? What happened? And the first page is Hillary going, what happened was someone else wrote this book. In my brain, I went from Hillary Clinton to A.J. Simpson. So fast. They both were the same size book. And they didn't have computers when they grew up. Now getting sick. I recently read a tweet that said, millennials were the only generation that didn't have the computer. No, we got them as kids, and we knew how to work them better than our parents. Okay. But we were the first generation, welcome. Remember? Welcome. I didn't have AOL. You got mail. I didn't have AOL. Oh, it's not in chat with me. Now you got being like, you know, like, that is so sad. You got mail. Hi, Bingy, Mr. Tony. Hey, ASI. Hong Kong. Your English is really good. I don't know. Lucy, I'm an expat. My father invented the computer. Oh. Cool. I've never been to Hong Kong because I'm from rural Wisconsin. And anyway, that's enough about hobbies. Do you want a cam or not? Yes. Please turn on your computer. It's time to zoom and date. My computer's already because I'm talking to you. Oh yes, of course. I was kidding. I was just kidding. I didn't need to be doing some of the things on the internet that I was doing. Posing. But granted, I wasn't here. I couldn't keep at school. That's what straight people are doing. They are. Straight people are like going to the football game, like making out the back of the park. Gay guys are talking to old men on the internet. What am I supposed to do? When did you don't yell at me. When was the first time you on the computer? Well, I was standing over it. You're talking about on it, right? One of my computers, I told you, it got so logged with that I had to buy a recording. I had to buy a separate keyboard. You took it? Yeah. That's what it was. I know. We were going to do a draw with an icon. That's what I do. Draw? Yeah. There's a clip. Well, I take it like this. I'll just keep this thing. Dude. Yeah. Well, I grabbed it by the base and flip it around you. We have to get you. Smart balls. You could be in bed. No, that I do have. That's fear. It's amazing. I know they do, I do the timer in the morning, so that they gradually come on to when I want to wake up. And by the time, like, my eyes will be like, Are you Goldie Hawn when this happens? You don't wake up like that? You don't wake up like that? You don't wake up like this? Like... Wait, you don't wake up like that? No. No, wait, hold on. Girl, when I woke up today to do this, my first words were, not this. No! Goldie Hawn, but the swarm of bees? No. I'll help you with your automation if you help me with my light bulb situation. Oh, the light bulb! Oh! Computers, I sometimes wish I had I have a desktop. Do you have a desktop? At my studio. Mine is a button. But I love to sit in a real chair with a real mouse and a real keyboard and a real screen. You can tell if I've answered an email on my phone, it's 2 sentences with no punctuation. When I'm at the desktop, it's like, huzzah. Like, I get really into the email. Yeah. How did you negotiate the fact that the phone and the computer... What do you mean? They're just the same now. Well, what makes me horny is that when I'm on my computer and I get a text, I can see it on my computer. Horny. You like that? You like the interspecies mingling. You like that? I like that. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because you're a smoker. Piggy, phone. It's one-handed, so you can compute and smoke at the same time. That's what this is about. This isn't about you. Any little stories you tell yourself. It's like smoking shit. That was pretty good, girl. This isn't about you being busy. It's about you smoking, whore. Because you can get on Craigslist on your T-Mobile phone bill. Explain to me. No, you don't like the computer because with the phone you can compute and smoke one hand. Computer, you'd have to have an ashtray. You'd have to become a person who likes to figure out stuff, and you don't do that. No. Also, there's no excuse not to know how to do things. No excuse. No excuse. I mean, I am old enough to remember, like, oh, gee whiz, I wonder who the 17th president of the United States was. We'll find out. How do I change the badge to a vacuum cleaner or whatever? Yeah. How do I get my out of a vacuum? Computers united us. You know how much computers divide us? It's really easier if we came to be gay. Oh, when computers come into our life. A computer's good. Men.com, Adam for Adam, Grindr, whatever. They're putting stuff through. I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen clear stories. They walked around in the wild, and then they stared at people until someone said, They do it. I think it was like, you walk, and you look, and then you take a few more steps, and then back, and then like before you turn the corner, you're like, I think it's the series of love. Because it's like once there's lust, twice there's talent, and third time there's left on the way. Right. Next thing you know, you're getting cornholed at Barnes & Noble, or at that time, let's get D. Dalton. Do you think he would have done a sex worker if the internet didn't exist? Do you think he would have done analog, like walk around? Absolutely. If you wouldn't have had the street walk. No, try that street walk. Because you're going to get street walking, you're, it's there, but it's dangerous. But there you go down, it's like, you know what time it is. Yeah, you're doing something. How do you say what number they're going to see you? You roll down the menu, it's like, so what are you interested in getting into? You know what I mean? Love that. And like, it was like, ooh, that's next time. And what would be the thing that was extra fun? Anything that was like more than an hour? I would think that once the door closed, they're like, nice, so cute, you know what I mean? That's what I would think. No, I mean, I think they were always the same kind of person until they... And then suddenly see them. Suddenly see them. Your wig blown off, and you have blood running down your legs, and they spin out the building. Yeah. Is it suddenly Seymour or suddenly Susan? Suddenly South. It's good, almost hypothetical. That's your dinner theater, that's suddenly salad. Great Dragnet. That could be our extra comment. Suddenly salad. That's some cute. You like pictures? Oh, sure. We don't need this stuff. And they go, pink. Milk shit.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, fresh got the birthday in your hand.
If that's impressive to you, cell phones are gonna blow your mind.
Oh, the computer!
I love having a computer. I mean, it's just great. Imagine if you didn't have one.
I can't.
You know what though? I think for you it'd be great. You could never. When you go hard, when you go off the grid again, to top, I think we're gonna see you with like a Motorola Razr and no computer. Females bouncing back, Jennifer Nightingale, like new person from San Diego, but actually doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Like where is she? She's at her house. We just don't want to go there.
Yeah. Computer. Do you think Abraham Lincoln would have been shot if he had had the computer?
He would have been at the computer. He would have been at home watching on his computer.
On the computer.
You know what? I love, don't laugh at me.
I'm not gonna lie.
I love to learn. And don't laugh at me. I just said. And I get really interested in something and I want to learn everything about it.
Totally. Yeah.
And I can sit at a computer and download private information to use later in life. What was I supposed to do back in the day? I want to know more about this. I'm going to go get a book.
Ross, you can give it up for the computer. Libraries now, grocery stores.
You're not just going to have a computer. You don't have a calculator in your pocket all the time. Yes, I will.
Yes, I will. And also I'm going to get my tournament top in the library. Thank you, Mr. Computer.
Mr. Computer! I look so pretty today.
You do, and I want to go home.
Yeah, let's do it. It's amazing. You know, I forgot. And then we were going to do that, but thanks a lot, Bill.
Oh, it's like, no. Just a minute. That's fine.
The touches on my under eye with some quality white shadow from Trixie Cosmetics. Well, I usually pound, 2 pounds the whiteness into her flat. And then I put the Manic Panic and color powder into it. Today I use Inglot and I just have to just...
You put the Inglot in the Sephora.
I don't want to dig my makeup on my bag, so...
No, I dig it out.
That's right, you can get bottle blonde palette for eyebrushes at TrixieCosmetics.com. God forbid I turn a diamond.
Hello. I'm going to join the police force, bleach my hair, and then get breast implant.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump in the pool with a tight white t-shirt on and say, who's going to save me? When my dark pepperoni-sized meats are going to peek through and threaten everybody with a wonderful time.
Hi, I'm the surgeon who will make your legs longer and do your hairline at my office, Hairline Fractures. Trixie Mattel, wasn't that good? That was so good.
You always have to start, you always have to go first. That's a lot of pepper.
It's a lot. And then I try to be good, and then this one is better, and then didn't.
Well, let's do it again. Oh, wait, can I go first?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Ooh, it's fired and blown up the bathroom next year, because I'm on a
Hi, and I'm Scott. Tomato. Trixie Mattel.
And welcome to, the show where we talk about whatever we want, because it's our show, and not yours. Oh, I don't like that, I don't like that.
Ooh, no one was hurt. What are we talking about?
Bottoming.
Oh, bottoming. You just put like that.
Oh, bottoming. You can get the clean down.
Yeah, my friend can't like it.
In the front row?
Yeah. It was nighttime.
Okay.
We just a candle fire and I was like,
I was there recently, and you can see You can see into there.
My first time bottoming
Did you
was
swim
in
in?
my dorm. And this is before Deucing was invented, at least for me. Because I am Deuce probably till like 26, and I never had any accidents. So, I don't know.
So what do you consider to be an accident?
On the walls. Go over these walls.
Ozempic?
I was just blown up. Yeah. I would expect the area, it's sort of like, you know, you move the headstones but not the area. You move the headstones but not the body. So like, you know, what? It's like, I don't get it in club. That's what I think the difference between like showering.
You move the headstones but not the body?
Yeah, like I'm not digging out the third that would have processed.
You move the headstones but not the body.
Yeah, I mean, like, I cleaned the outside and around and, like, probably a little bit of the area.
What do you exhume the
No,
core?
I wasn't spelunking. I wasn't scratching.
Okay. But I think you need to scratch. Because I think part of what you're trying to do in the bedroom is disgusting.
No, but I'm
And you're
not
having them deep down.
I didn't know about it.
You didn't know about it?
It was different times. It was 2007.
Now it's like,
That's Mitt Romney's decent.
yeah, now the king of queens
Right.
is decent.
Now if it's like a wholesome sitcom.
Honey, I'm home. Go out get the juice and juice it out.
Leave it to Bieber.
YouTubers only done this. And so she has the whole kitchen sink up.
So when did you first begin this?
I don't do that. Because I'm not, this is not the year 1522.
Oh, you don't believe in virginity?
I don't believe in virginity.
Okay.
I will, however, tell you that the first time I penetrated my sister.
Okay.
With
a person.
yes.
I'm not talking about you at home with the I'm talking about people.
Okay. Well,
What happened?
I'll tell you about the second time.
No, what happened this time?
So 30 years old, we talked about this before, but they talk about it.
They've been watching so long. That was middle school for them. They're 40 now.
Hello, are you 40? I was surprised because
You big methodic.
my little yeah, I got it. My little roaster, it was so tightly wound. I had to be very strategic in how to do all that.
You had to open a transdimensional portal.
You hate that? No.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't like the production.
Well, people don't realize the feat of romantic horsemanship that is sodomy.
Yeah.
It's a lot, Robin.
Yeah.
Robin, it's a lot.
You're doing something, and you could be like, it's playing after whatever. Is it my thing?
It's not what it's meant to do. It's not meant to do that. But I would also argue that the mouth isn't made for that, or it wouldn't have to be for it. You know what I mean? So if you could make it invisible and see what I look like fucking it, it's not a good look. And you know what else I don't like? It makes me laugh. Yeah, it makes me laugh. When someone's touching the and they like look up all puppy doggy, I'm like, this is a precious moment. Yes, they love to look up. Or they love to, the other thing, I can't take obvious questions. Do you like that? No, I hate it. Yeah, we both like it. We're all here for the same reason. No, I hate it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Do you like it?
Do you like my... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I hate it.
If you ever want to see you feel the compulsion to ask that,
No question.
just know that if I'm there and I haven't watched it, I like it.
There's a survey at the end that you can all those questions.
In my bedroom, I have one of those at the airport with the green face smiling and the red face.
You hit the button. No, the short, fat, smell like tomato. I don't like
Gay people?
I don't either.
That's the only thing conservatives and gay people have in common. I'm just gay.
Me too, dude.
You're sick. I'm like, why do you think that? Metal rod up with a fist in my head away down. You guys are weird. I know, Todd. And I know that they all say, like, I'm gonna go slow. No, they don't. Because they're like, oh, I feel so good. And the guy goes feels better. Yeah. And their brain goes, It's just everyone's experience.
Yeah.
That's not everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can go, if it hurts, I can go from, like, to like, it can go from sexy to me doing, like,
Yeah.
a sitcom, like,
Molly
talking about Willis. Did I do that? Like, I look Molly did it. I looked at it for 10 minutes and go, oh.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
It goes from Cinemax to Oda Brown. Yeah.
Really quickly.
Yeah. I'd love for you to talk to me about silicone moves.
Oh, that means everything.
Thank you.
Everything.
It's all of my cooking side.
Yeah, two ways to be using water weight. The two really say, because that silicone goes into the ocean and then they touch the duck. All those memes about, like, bottoms at dinner, I'm like,
No!
what's going on with your system if you can't have dinner without blowing belly? Like, seriously, like, you're telling me you can't have some corn on the cob and some sugar pop without lifting up a leg at the famous grave and going, oh no! And then, something blows all over your face. Like, why is that the case? Drink water. You're lowering diarrhea. Like, I've also think, wow, you were really confident that going on a date with is going to be with. Yeah, that's true. Because in my experience, when you haven't been, everyone wants it.
Yeah.
When you're seen as a whistle, freshly shaved, and butt up to the sun, namaste, chaturanga dandasana, no one wants it. They only want the nasty, the rotted, oily, gurgled, dead butt. Chaturanga dandasana. Go, you know. You know. What's your favorite position to have to do bottom? I can't say. Hanging out the back of the car, going down the 105. The 405. You're gonna buy the San Diego. You're gonna get on 5. You're not even that into bottomers, but if there was one person, bucket list bottom experience, who you bottom experience?
Oh, God. I would say Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin? Who's that?
Josh Brolin.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, that's good. I probably would say. Oh, really?
Yeah, I like around movies.
Oh, I like,
Oh, dude. I guess if I had to pick one, like, I would have it, obviously.
oh, yeah.
Superman. You want to bottom? Superman. I'm going to wear a red grave and you lower it. You know what I mean? I'm bottoming, and then you're bottoming first. I'm trying to figure out what you just said. I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, I don't know what you said.
Who is that? R.L. Stein. You're bottoming for Gene too.
I'm battering and I watched for Tom Clancy. Oh my god. Can I tell you what happened the other night? I put the shower head up there. I don't like to talk about it, but I have to take the shower head and put it on the highest, most like pressurized setting to mix it down the drain. Because I was in the shower, like a full big thing. Because I forgot like what was going on up there, and then I remembered because it was there.
I'm just happy you live alone, honestly, like,
But then I thought, what if there's a backup?
you have to explain it.
And then the timer comes in and says, man, what have you been doing up in this shower? What kind of evil deeds have been wrapped up in this shower? Could you please tell me, just show me in fact?
Well, you know, some people say, like, I got a shower first.
Yeah.
They don't mean it.
They don't mean anything to it.
I think you need to make it up to your shower. I think you need to go on there and say you're down the day. And Pennywise. We are so This episode was supposed to be a battery, and all we did was force people to shove metal rods up their boyfriends.
Ozempic?
I want it that looks like the starter.
Okay.
The smallest, most like the guy who makes the monster with the 2 eyes.
Panflatter. Guillermo del Toro.
I don't want that. I don't want Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
I don't want Guillermo del Toro's interpretation of it. I don't want...
I want Bruce Willis.
What? The beauty. Beauty night. The summer here. What is it? Stay my night is hot and hot. You got a horse. And you will tell me, hello.
Have you ever been out tonight, you lady?
Gentle. People tell me I should never get it.
I think they just don't want to go in everything.
Honestly, like, if losing in our life makes you lucky, people with alopecia are the luckiest people in the world. Put in the chat.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want. We've got a listener now. She's not listening to this. Listen to me. Ooh, no one is hurt. So summer.
Summer.
Thoughts, feelings, concerns.
Love it.
I do too.
Love it. Best season of the year.
I guess that's all there is to say on the subject. Summer. Summer, babe. Get your summer body ready, babe. Activities, so that you babe. Go down to the beach and show all those nipples. The ones in the front, then ones on the back. Oh no, ones on the back. Are you ready for summer, babe? You want to just a little one cool bit? Exclusina on the beach playing volleyball, babe. Well, look out for melanoma, babe. You're gonna get a you're gonna get a mole cut off the size of a small turtle, babe. People really need to be careful on the phone. You know it's like to be bald? I can't sit in the sun for 30 minutes.
SPF.
White head hair.
Non-negotiable.
Something people are very comfortable. You think your face is burnt? Imagine if the top of your head was a face. So I'm going to be an old person with Liverstock. I'm going to be at a bus stop with warts on my head being like, you guys can come home with me.
Choosing perspective the bus stop.
You gotta have the head stuff done because
Anybody want all that zucchini with Mexican?
there's men where you grab them and you put them on and swim move. They're going to move into a skin. And it's good for a soft. Come up at the back of the neck. It's good thing.
Take paper.
They're silent. My mom. My mom's doing it. See? Nerve. No, she's a certified nurse. Again, really old people because the skin springs so much.
Yeah.
He makes old people wear their belts. When you walk them around, you put them on these belts where they're long and support lower than
At least.
No, it's like a big thick canvas band you put around grandma. So if she trips at the home, you can break the fall so she's not all her weight, right? And I said, well, Mom, why don't you just grab them? Go that way, get the old and grab them, and you can like keep it. Throw it on the skin. Anybody and the skin can rip and it's like, you know, Grandma, I'm sorry you broke your neck, but the good news is I saved your arm skin. But oh, Jim, my arm's gone.
Take the skin, get out. Get it from the arm.
Or wear the glove. You know? There's a reason why I'm not a health tip about it. Because you guys ask the question, at World of Wonder, you can hashtag why help me, and we're going to answer.
What's the best way to stay fresh in the talking area from NYC summer heat?
Oh, Gold Bond.
Gold Bond.
Gold Bond medicated powder.
Gold Bond medicated powder.
Medicated powder.
I flour my chicken with it.
You can't ever use too much. It's
It's not, Mike. It looks like a stuff. It's white. You know, the powder I put on my dick. It looks sort of normal.
Yeah.
It looks like it's the middle of a graphic cartoon. Like, you're uncovering bone. But I have to put on my arm. I bend over and I take that bottle and squeeze it and keep puff the smoke up my arm. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And then I'll get a site while I'm waiting for them. I gotta put glide thing on my butt cheek because there's 20 miles, your butt doing this and then you get lost. So I have to learn the marathon to the stop and I have to reapply gel on my naked. If I don't have anything with me, I'll just ask if the rest of them to spit on me. Can you spit on this in the middle of a run?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good
And
luck.
have a nice summer.
What's your strategy with gigs in the summer?
Don't do them. Don't do
have
them.
them.
No, I have experienced every degree of absolute pain, humiliation, and degradation in the summertime. Mostly in the wind. In Boston at Duck Cabaret.
What's the address?
It's 79 Broadway, Boston, Mass. 02116.
Someone is a drag queen. My God. If it's hot outside, that club sometimes better for it. That is better when the sweating starts and it's that hot, and you go to even hotter, who knows what's going on. At the end of the day, like, Cinderella turned back to ugly and had to, like, hide before people found her. I looked in the mirror and was like,
You're gone.
and the worst part is, not only is this the worst I've ever looked because of the heat, there's no perfume, shadow, like,
Who's trying to look at drag queens during the day?
well, I looked like some mom made a bowl of porridge and put like potato blueberries for eyes, and then little red strawberries for nose, and like spaghetti noodles. That is like,
Hold on a 7.5 to 8 minute number. Your second time around is going to be Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Because you're now Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
you're a water seeker.
Yeah. And you smell like garbage out. And then that woman is grabbing you. She's grabbing and tucking it with,
Yeah.
and she's from you. It's horrible. It's horrible.
No, I know.
It's demoralizing. It's horrible. You will wish every fiber of you being a bitch. Why did I not become a republic or
No, I
a
get it.
CPA? There's just self-life. There's self-life on this, whatever you just do. It's thinking. But
For a limited time.
for a very limited time. For a very limited time. And I don't feel good. Ever.
You don't make me feel good at all.
If somebody's about feeling free and being sexy, I said feeling free and sexy. And everybody's going to look at me when I show up.
Okay, that's right. Okay, let's talk about it. 2 years ago, on the hottest day in Los Angeles history,
830 degrees.
Dave and I were invited to go see Barber Hall at Have a Grenade with Hollywood. And of course we went.
The full bloom of COVID.
The full bloom of it, she's doing hot stuff, I think. Hot stuff right now in summer. And we're all, and if you're hot, if they're cold, if you're cold, they're cold. They need inside. The drag queens, they're hot. Get them inside. I know there's COVID. But we keep the drag queens with some Have a Grenade, and we can all be outside like this and inside.
Or they should have the fire department come and just spray them right in the face with the hose. It would spray their face right off. I would love that too. So it's like
The water spray. Keeping the water spray. That'd be amazing.
like it would be amazing.
If they could in the summer, if Albertine could sponsor it, if you're outside and you want to get a drag, Albertine has like a torpedo and they just shoot and it takes your height. That would be perfect, man. I love out of drag the summer. I love sweating. I love being wet. I love wet crevices. And especially in LA when it's so hot that you walk outside and every part of your skin just starts sweating at once. I'm like, okay, great. It's almost like the pressure's off because we all are in a hygiene situation.
Yeah.
We all kind of smell bad if you get close enough. Like, none of us are ready to bend over these now in the summer. But then, you know, it's funny. Sometimes I've been running, and guys on Grindr are like, you want to hook up? And I'm like, I'm on my jog, and they're like, even better. And I said, I know you think that. Because you think that you want the coming out Colton, like, fresh off the football field, like Colton Hayes, but like you want me to be a light level of buzz and muscle, and I'm just like modest but like shredded. No. What you're gonna get is my saggy, wet, hairless body.
Garbage iron.
Yeah, when you peel back the crevices, green highlighter.
Take that back.
Yeah, get that bag off the TV. I'm not watching that. I think, honestly, the future of summer is that, like, it's gonna keep happening. Probably. Kind of the same thing. You think that summer is gonna get...
No, it's just gonna fall in there. It's all gonna be better.
What about baseball? You ever go over to, what is it, Fenway Park? Big Green Monster?
Green Monster.
You ever go do that?
Absolutely.
Did you really? I played the House of Blues across from it.
Lane's down. It's the heart of the heart of baseball. It's the heart of baseball. It's baseball.
It's the San Francisco
It's the
Blues.
favorite.
It's the quilted picker up.
What do you think about people who wake up very early and play?
No, but people do. I don't think you understand. People are like, I set my alarm for 5. What the dream? Oh, my dream! I better wake up my dream. What if I forget my dream? Girl, if you forget your dream, it is not that interesting. Like, I gotta wake up and journal.
Hi, I'm the lion to this anyway.
Hey, welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want. This is our side.
William Shakespeare said, what's in a name? Isn't a rose by any other name smell as sweet? And with flowers, a name really is important. Parents want to teach them a unique, interesting name because their child is going to be the most unique, interesting person, where the reality is that it's true. And yesterday has 5 names, you pick one, you have a nickname that's predetermined. It's right, it's like your name should be A, memorable, and B, it should have to be hearing the name Bob the Judge because everything you need to know about this about it is hilarious and Shakespeare name. Yeah. Yo acá tenemos que tener que terminar que no está never do that. It's just realize color to others. Yeah. It suggests pageantry at its time. Fantasy, great green, dancer, happy, the cute, okay, red horse. Yeah, potential. Yep. Potential. The Guardia. How do you get that? The Guardia. And then I still didn't know my favorite pen name, Lisa Mutar, brilliant. This is the key to pen names. It has to sound like a ring. You know, sticking your pen. That is what there is nothing funnier than that name because it's so mundane and bland. The lowers the expectations to the point where it's like, if she came out there and just read like the minutes to like a meeting she had. Can see. So the version was in it? It's true. She's like, she's 36 years old. And that is super that is cool. Very simple, very like old school grammar. It's actually a bit confusing because Pearl sounds like grammar. What's the way it says grammar? She's got to swim up and down whole body. I could start over. I would just do action. No pen, no variation. Sharon Stone. Rebecca Good morning. Sharon Stone, and here's the thing. The whole fucking career trying to get your Google position higher than theirs. Goal, transition, that's what's missing from the fucking grad screen. How about an insurmountable problem that only cross-reference can fix? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a insurmountable problem. Oh, well, there's just that share a problem. So, I don't understand. Share a problem. So that's here's the one thing that we're not a funny team, it doesn't how did you do that? The last one is I'm going to today, the last one of I need a conjure.
I just almost touched it.
What's that?
They're not so Pascal.
That's you.
It's just here to you.
Oh. This is my dream. So, that, they tape my arms to my thigh. I wear a skin top wig, cover my whole body backwards, and pull it out on stage, no lip syncing. And then just take off. Can't touch.
Susie and I, we're coming to
Dude, how about the time I know, you know, no? No, just no.
Okay, and you are Jodie Foster, but you wear a diaper that's more.
And you let you laugh the facility with language to indicate that it needs to.
When I die, I want to use my body in society.
I'll be
Some people use their women. I don't know if it's the women.
Well,
Michael.
yeah. Right?
Real good. I saw a girl named Denise. I think she's better than
That's fabulous.
Girl, original drag queen, she was almost, Madonna. Couldn't see the first time she drag queen was Disney. Nothing but a pun name is,
It has to sound like a name. Lucy was like, it's fucking good.
there's a pun name for a party.
Those are my people. I was there,
Here's an example of that. Lower than.
How do you it's in a texture. You get, I
Can't afford.
need a big black stick at my ass right now. I like this Bonnie the baby.
Ladies Foot Locker! Yeah! That was a good thing. You know, just like, I have a cloudy
If I had to start over, I'd just keep that way.
You're not Holly. Hi, I'm Holly Cook Hunter.
And I'm Garza.
It's really Disney way.
All capital letters.
Yes! And then you ice skate and you trip on a crawdad and that's what people find out you're blind, like the movie Ice Castle.
You call in. What's going on? What are you saying?
You're first caller. Hi.
And do not forget to subscribe to Wow Presents.
She got some good mommy milk. Maybe if I had these spear gold plates. Yeah, they are. Turmeric baby, goldenrod. That's like such a white album. Yes, we lose. You think she's alive? I think she's quite dead. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. Dude, if you're gonna eat that banana, you better come do it. They try to sell subscriptions.
Yeah, what do you think you're doing under there? I'm serious, George.
Get the sexy music ready.
It's Monday.
Immediately. You like to play blow out. What if I blew out? I was at the Taylor Swift concert. I was having a great time until I blew out.
I'm the flying Dutchman. Trixie Nicole.
And today is your lucky day. Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever you want.
Because it's our show. I think we found out here. Hey, this way. R.I.P. Ooh, no one was hurt. Are you ready to press your luck?
Ooh, I'm feeling lucky tonight. You want to get lucky?
Is that a question? Feeling lucky punch.
Oh yeah, do you feel lucky to be... Are we gonna...
Or, I'm going to show you. It's just
You know, if you feel lucky, you're gonna tell me.
You eat it well. You're all coming out of the bar. Oh, lucky me Irish.
Aren't you Irish?
Yes, I am. That explains everything.
And you're pretty lucky.
Yeah. No, still lucky. I'm very lucky in terms of like, I shouldn't be here.
Like have this job.
A lot of things. Most of the things that I have. You know what I mean? Stress, all dismemberment, deformities.
We're very lucky.
Rejection, depression, you know, any kind of mudslide. Like tornadoes even.
Now that you live up that hill, do you think about mudslides? Well, I think you should.
I think about it all the time. Every time it rains.
All you ever say is that we do for the big one, and then you move up a hill.
Yeah.
Do you have a death wish?
Death wish? I have death wishes, sweetie. Death wishes. But so that old Stevie Nicks Spanish colonial is coming right into my bedroom and said, it's like they say, if a house falls on us, like hope that it happens, it kills us instantly. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like if we die.
Who said that? The wicked witch of the
No, the nun lady in that new show. Kathy did. Yeah. Oh, you watched it?
Girl, no.
Oh, it's so
Very
good.
good.
I love her. And now that lucky lady. Oh my God, I do not say gambling. I think it's better to just shovel your money into the furnace and watch it go into the cigar. We've done good casinos. Many good casinos.
And they're always well. I've never done one casino gig that wasn't good. We did the Humanity Theater in Vegas. What that is?
That is New York, New York.
New York, New York. We've done Gold Coast in Australia.
We've done Atlantic City, baby. The Borgata.
Girl, I did the Borgata like 3 times. The Borgata! I actually had a really good time for that.
I did too.
I remember I DJ with the Borgata, all straight people, and no one knew I was there except me. And I'm playing like Bridges in the Heart. Yeah. Do they live in? These are straight people. They want like, stop.
Oh,
They want
yeah. They want Sean Paul. They want murder.
That's literally what they want. Yeah, they want.
I love it when there's murder on the day.
Murder on the dance?
Yeah, and people fall in love up in the club.
They fall in love at all this place.
Well, we fell in love in the club and then got murdered.
Yeah. Did you play Russian roulette? You haven't watched Yellow Jacket. And we have a deck of cards and whoever picks the queen gets paid until the evening. That was different. That's different.
I mean, you're in the word tunnel. You're not in the lap of luxury. Offer up. I would have been like, you know what you say? Like,
That was jerky. That was beer jerky. That was beer jerky.
You know, boiled venison? Yeah. Smoked Zuda?
Oh my god, I would have been like that clip of Mark Zuckerberg that's smoking these meats. Working at that.
Ultimately. I'm lucky. Those people love fucking meat.
Those people love fucking meat grilling. They love grilling. Those people
Love the grill.
grilling.
We'll throw it on the grill later. We'll throw it on the grill. I got a grill. You think I've opened it, thrown anything on it? Absolutely.
Who's about it, bro?
Good for him. It's in the backyard. If you throw things on the grill at night, I doubt it.
What do you even use it for? Home for him? Like, what is it?
What would you do if he's been putting his head in it and happened on cocaine? Would you love that?
I feel like I'm just happy to keep him busy, you know?
Oh my God.
I'm a little stupid. That's a microscopic.
I'm a little stupid. Oh, that's
I'm not super serious. I'm a little stupid.
Are you super stupid? You're not just...
What about stuff on the car?
Break your mom's down. That's fair. Yeah, it's never coming. That's it.
Maybe something happened to you that made your hip have to get replaced. Like something on the lip, break your hip. Replace your hip.
Yeah, I mean, because
Something with your lip,
yeah,
replace your hip.
something down on your rock.
Well,
You know,
that's the case.
yeah. I mean, I talked to the doctor, I was like, what caused this? He's like, you left under a rock. It's an idiot. Oh, me. So my family, not really.
That's sweet. When I met your mom, I was like,
The knuckle driving back.
yeah, I was like, oh, did you get that?
Another can of beans for lunch.
Yeah.
So,
I met your dad, he came up to the fast, and I was like, oh God, here he goes, he has the money.
no, that was just joking. My mom.
What would you think you won the lottery?
How much? What am I taking home?
You win $86 million from the Illinois State Lottery.
So I'm taking home 86 million.
No, the government takes 60%.
Tell me what's my net?
Graduate winners count as lottery winners. If nobody knows that, I got $60,000 from the graduate.
Does it depend on what state you're in? California? No, it's national, federal, whatever.
This is a rattle. You think it's 40% of the win.
Or at least Uncle Phil's doing the work and touching your hands for it.
Hello? Get
Calista Gringo.
Get Dr. Biden down.
Dr.
Help me
Jill.
get mine up. Got that, Jill?
Dr. Jill Biden. Jillian Elizabeth Biden. MD.
Yeah, I need some help this week today because I was invited to the White House today. I couldn't go. I didn't want to go. It was too far.
What a bad luck.
Mary, no. It was good luck.
Get away from me.
No. I'm going to go. You're going to listen to me. Wait a minute. You're going to listen to me, bitch. Okay, so you forget. So last week, Joe Biden, Dr. Joe Biden, and Mr. President Joe Biden, regardless of your
Political affiliation.
it's cool to be invited to the White House. Of course, I wanted to go. I just didn't feel like that one of the Mars talks. And I wanted to go so bad, but it was going to be, we had a gig last night, and I had a gig tomorrow.
You can't physically do that.
For me to get to D.C., and you know what the kicker was? I said, I'm interested in going to the White House. And then they said, the garden party. And I said, in June and July, garden party.
And that's swampy weather?
And I doubt I'm even going to be able to get popsicle. Okay. And then they said, this is when we were going to you're going to have to stop it. No, I'm just kidding. No, they said, bring a blanket to sit on. I'm sorry. Is this the White House?
We run out of chairs.
Holding chairs?
The economy is in the tank right now. We run out of chairs.
During Pride Month, you're going to dress and sit in the sunlight laying on a blanket? What are you trying to cook me like a hot dog for a science project?
I think it's to roll up your dead body before they just toss it in the river.
Thank you! When this is more appealing?
Yeah, that's how you know America has a problem.
That being said, I was honored to be invited and I would love to be on.
What if Dr. Joe Biden welcomed you into the Western and said, "Oh, we're going to operate on you," and she had scrubs and like scalpels and everything?
She's like, I'm just so glad you're here. And I have about 15 cabin kittens who need to be saved.
That's right. You need an emergency.
Emergency C-section. And they cut me open, and I'm like, what?
But you are pregnant.
You are no. They fill out triplets. All different ethnicities. And ages. Ethnicities, ages, and they all come up speaking different languages. And different dress.
I would be lucky.
You're the first baby born during a birthday.
She's so lucky. She's a star, but she cried. And her mom like, Dylan, if there's something missing in my life, then why would you please commit me?
Do you ever feel lucky? I mean,
You know, when my eyes open in the morning, it's like I got this. It's like I take the dice and straight away.
and you look over in bed next to Francina, your husband, and go, that's that vision.
That's where I go. Because it's like, oh my God, grateful, lucky, pleased, pleasant, happy, energized. Woo.
We are lucky.
Another day, another day.
We are lucky. I'm declining my invitation to the White House because I was filming it.
Embarrassing
That is
victory.
lucky.
Yes, embarrassing
All
victory.
Yeah.
All luck to joy.
We're lucky to be, God, we were lucky to get to graduate.
I'm telling you, lucky season 7. It was like a right place, right time. That's luck. But also, it's not like we're just sitting around and we're like in a promising, we're just like controlling you just pops you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I tried very hard.
Yeah.
And then tried on, you know what I mean?
Of course.
It's crazy.
It's that weird, I mean, don't they always say that, like, the intersection, like, we want them to continue or whatever. Right place, right time, but also, you can't just, like, not by.
There's right place, right time, effort, heat, for ass, space, little quicker heels, good ankle straps, we can run them in, and then that's it.
That's what's good about drag. No matter how lucky you get, you still have your extend up your ass and then a plastic wig.
I Have I told you about when my head falls down and I can't pick it up? Mama, this is good.
Are you closer to me?
So you smell it?
That's okay.
That's good. Good. You get away from me, you. That's my daughter, you bitch.
Well, let him wild. That's the thing.
What are we talking about? Confusion. Chaos, drama, madness, and confusion. Confusion. We're talking about confusion. Mm-hmm. Are you confused, little boy? You know, I do get confused a lot. Confused a lot. Right. Because it's difficult for me to imagine that I'm wrong. Hold on. Is there a mirror here? It's not bad. Is it really bad? I didn't even see it. Why did I protect myself? I'm confused while I'm sitting here ready to go. And everybody's running around trying to laugh me at people's tests. That's why I'm confused. Love that elegant walk. I have my hip replaced. Leave me alone. Okay. Stepping in. Well, it's my fault. She's like, y'all better watch it. I got a new hip. Now what? Hail Mary, Mother of God, blessed art thou among children, blessed art thou fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Trixie Mattel. And I'm so confused. And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want. This is our show. I'm so confused. What are you doing? Ooh, knowing the taste. I forget, I'm so confused. What's the topic? Confusion. Oh. Now, I do get confused a lot because it's never quite obvious to me. If I'm confused, I'm so slow. Just punch me in the face on the face. The thing is, what I want is to feel like I'm being killed. I want like a stage play. I want a guy to put his hand in his shield, and then I go like, but I don't want hands locked around my booty. No, I don't want to see it for my life. But yeah, I mean, but I don't need to be sad. Love it. That's what I'm saying. It's difficult for me because I get confused. Because what I should do is get used to when I'm confused then there's something I don't know. I must be misunderstanding it. When I get confused, I'm like, why is it over here, idiot? And then later I have to find out you're the only one who's wrong. Like, confusing. Life is very confusing. I always thought that you became an adult at 6 days when you drank wine. Do you still think that? Kinda. That's why I don't think. What about Europe where they're like, here, 13-year-old, have your wine this evening? That is true, and it's also a copy. If you say, I can drink red wine when I'm pregnant, I'm European. If you wear a corset where your baby cannot not pregnant, is it scientific fact? Not deformed in any way. No. Yeah, no. But, yeah. Confusing. I'm so confused about this whole bathroom stuff. I know it's old news, but like, why do we do men and women in separate bathrooms? I remember once going to women's room and going, no urinal? Men's room is this. Like, didn't even put it together. Like, you just have pissing on the wall. Yeah. So I go up, I go into one of the stalls. I bore a glory hole using a protector. And I stick my little needed through there. And I just like, the solution to all this stuff, and it's like, it's staring us right in the face. It has been for centuries. You pee in the hand and you tuck it in the palm. You pee and boop. But I have to hold it? No, you just have to go to the bathroom. No, I'm good. No, anyway, I said the toilet. It's like, pool talk. In the bank, in the grocery store, indoors, outdoors. I wish I was in the because guess what? Everyone's easy, I know. And if you're in the, you can find some sexual gratification 6 or 7 times a day. I'm not 12, 14 if you're really drinking out. Wow. You got a tiny little portion, honey, and you drink a lot of tea. But no, because I have been debating. So it won't, did you make this? No. This time, yeah. It's a bike seat. Oh, I get it. It's a math seat. Yeah, this is the cut. Oh, that's
Stand up at the dinner table, I go, look. I don't even feel very secure, yeah. One time we were leaving a job, and I got in your car, and you got in my car, because we're both named Brian. I show up at your house, and I go, oh my god, you're probably in my car at my house. Exactly.
I wish I was in your house. Just like living your life. Just like,
No, I love you now. Oh my god. People will often be like, Trixie, is me for Brian? Or it's like, no.
just tell me
The
that.
other, my top is also Brian. Yeah. So it's just, it's confusing. Not to mention we work with, Stina's real name is Ryan.
Brian, David.
There's 40 David.
60 Brian.
We do have David Commission. We work with the David. My partner's name is David. And I have absolutely accidentally texted a work David. I texted him like, I missed your... And I think he was like, I'm fond of you too, but I'm pretty sure this is for someone else. And I'm like,
Smart guy, that's a business owner, that's a smart guy.
but I missed your... That's a text you want to send to the right person.
Yeah, I don't think you don't need the
It was early in the relationship. We were like in love, having sex all the time. And it was like, I like that. You know what I mean? It's hot. Somehow. Yeah. You don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that I'm hot, and you don't get about what it's like to be hot. I'm confused. So you sit at the kids' table, and I'm at the adult hot table. Okay? It's actually not that weird that someone would get a text from you saying, they go, great, I've waited so long for this podcast. Because everyone's saying that.
I'm confused though, because I don't sex. And I know that it's
from you.
no.
So what are you doing?
I'm kind of having sex in real life.
But what is, you don't know what they're going to look like?
A cute mouse. Pictures absolutely a whole album of pictures.
You don't know what the in the hole.
I know about it once I get inside of it. You know what I mean? The undiscovered country. Where's the curiosity? Where's the surprise? Where's the bias? Where's the depression? Where's the rejection? Where's the fulfillment?
No, honey, I feel like something crazy that happened to me.
I got it. I'm so petty.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I tried to have a hookup, and there was confusion. There was confusion on his part about who he was, his age, his body type. He was also confused about the effectiveness of his male unit. When I walked in, it was a blonde, hard front toothpaste. And I said, I walked in, and I had to do what we all wish we could do in hookup. I had to say, you're not still gonna work for me right now. Oh yeah, you're bringing out bad stuff. I saw, and by the way, I know about bad lateness. Of course you do. Look at me. And I have nothing against men with a unit. I really don't care. But you're still gay. We gotta have some integrity.
Also, you're bald. You're bald.
I'm bald.
Hi, bald. Hi, bald. Like, you can pick a bald. What if you thought this? What if bald was like this level?
No kidding. I should have been like, oh, let me go get my blonde wig. Like, oh, are we doing blonde wig? I'll go get my blonde wig.
I think you're gonna like, no, we're not gonna sex, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna create confusion for those of us in the room.
And then there's drama. And you invite, when you create confusion, you invite drama in.
Well, it's like gay guys sending news. They use the same, what do you call it, honor system as like people helping adopt dogs. So like super friendly, love to eat, has never bitten me. Loves children, and then that thing is Cujo with a robot arm, you know what I mean? Like, totally. That's gay guys sending their news. So like, all these, I hate to say it. I don't even care about cows, but I care about liars. If you want to incur confusion in your life, be dishonest about that. Don't lie. There is no confusion.
I, like, if you, oh, I wanted to say this because, oh my god, I just,
How do you guys think of these?
no.
Ever since I started doing weed, now I'm like, what was her name? Then he's like, your mom's name is bad. I'm like, oh.
No, do you really find something to that?
It's not a weed. I know that's like a stereotype. It's just, no, it's like when I sort of call like a celebrity name or like a song name or like a lipstick name. I was gonna say that's probably just like regular degenerative things. Then I'm gonna keep on. Yeah. Oh, just do Sudoku. Just do Sudoku. What do you think about like bimbo, like things like Trixie? I don't even know what it is. Oh my god, I wouldn't even know. I would never know that. That's so crazy. Oh my god, stop. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You knew. Or you should have known. Or like getting out of like, I had no idea I ran a red light. My block and then that. Yeah. I was wearing my skin. And the officer, I had no idea was to stop and not go 80 miles an hour because my whole cat was sticking in my like around me. Do you see that? Yeah, I went to turn the car and then that free-floating silicone traveled up into my brain and my medulla oblongata stalled and I smelled burnt poison. Yes, and it caused me to get this poison. You know, it's sweet purple. It was just begging to be touched off. I said, please do it. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Okay. If there's anything you're confused about, you know, comment on it below and we can all help each other. And that's what happens online, thank God for the internet. Before Google, I'm telling you, I get on the phone and call good old you know, yeah, and she doesn't always, you know, sometimes asleep, sometimes she's drunk, sometimes she's in a car. It's always reachable. Interesting. She gave birth to you. You think she's full of great ideas? She didn't do it on purpose. Come on. Ugly time, near the erection, certain breath facing down the barrel, looking to do. You cry alone a lot. I do. Not this good for you. Good. This is good. That's like, oh yeah, that's funny. Why is that happening? Oh no! That's amazing. My name is, did you know, dude? My name? Oh, look at me. I'm trying to get into the recall with you, like, if this is your life, oh yeah, and you should say my name. Fix in the car. And that's how you do it. Like, because she's smart. Yeah, she knows this is good. You know what though, when I watch this show, this is how I talk to you. Lobster? Yeah. Hideous profile. So, facing you. Bird, I'm like bird juice, like, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Literally, punch over like what? Girl. It's not? No. Instead of be like, you try to kick the waves out? No? Because if it was just this, it was just how good we were, I'd be in South Florida and seen on a cat like, all beautiful people eventually have people. I don't make the rules, alright? Cat turd. What are we talking about? Cat? It's like a puppet. S-U-N. Oh, fun! Oh, God. Are you into group fun? Hi, I'm that little boy saying that you should redo that popcorn thing. What's in the pile? And I just want to have some. And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want. Sounds like fun. I'm sorry. Ooh, no one was hurt. Hey girl, I thought we should sit up here and have a little fun. You think? Yeah, so why don't you? No. When we want to play games, it's like, well, like, when you really want to play, I don't want to have sex with you, but we should just do it. Give them their due, give them their moment, give them an expert performance. I would do that, except it would have to be in drag and totally staged and not real at all. But it would be done by James Cameron and Steven Spielberg. And when I just wrote, they're going to cut to literally a woman's body double. And not a window, it's CGI. But can I tell you this? I don't want to be that person. Ever since I was 15, I've had to reshuffle things in my life. I've had to reprioritize what is the major highlight of the day, what's to be done it. The fun I have in drag is my getting drunk.
Yeah, guys.
Sadly, no. The act of getting in drag and performing, doing it, is the endorphin rush. Yeah, that's the fun. Could that last 12 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, for 12 seconds. So let's celebrate that. Let's enjoy it now. When is drag the most fun for you? I think it's when I'm really feeling it. Sort of the feet for the hunty, and when the stakes are low, and the lights are low, and my beard has not grown in, and the air conditioning is on, and there's people around me, have sex with me. Yeah, I like one thing about me. I love fun. Love when it's happening. Do you like to have good fun? Are you in a good fun? Is that fun? Good fun? Yeah. That's such a When you were a kid, what was like the definition of fun? Okay. I like the trampoline. What about the simple part? Just thought in my head. Can't you finger? No, we are deaf. They really are. No net. 6 foot off the ground. Unsupervised. But I went upstairs to my top level deck and I was like, wouldn't it be fun to install a thermocraft here? I fireplace for about a few weeks and I said, oh, I get myself like 8 seconds before I'm dead. Because if you fill off the end and then roll down a mountain alone, and you don't even get no one, but you are trying to connect with that hot neighbor. Maybe this is your new cute. Yeah. Oh, hey, I can't tell. Is my bones through my skin? Yeah. Will you put your bones through my skin? Will you put me in your Prius and take you to Cedars? Yeah, it's like, but the funniest thing I could imagine, and it's the scariest thing. So when I took the trampoline and went to act as an actor, and then had to do all those other things, it's so different. The high bar? The high bar? What's the high bar? The ball? You did these things? You have to, all 6 events in Omaha? Were you in the army? What are you talking about? Yeah, so you were young. Never the army. How old were you doing gymnastics? 14. I thought you did karate. I did karate up until like 12. And 14 years. Then I was like, get me out of here. I've never done anything like that. Never done any sports. Yeah, I've never done sports. Just the wings. And I only did it for 4 years and I did it sports. Like, what are you talking about? I really, you've never done sports. Yeah, basketball, baseball. Okay. But those are like, that's not gymnastics. That's different. You know what the funniest thing I can imagine right now? Just being in the present moment for the uncomfortable for the way of reality. You know, drag is fun, but getting out of drag is a, what do you call it? I don't know. I experience, no. I get a cool rush of gender euphoria, and I get in the shower, and I'm happy to be male again. Thrilled about it. I look at it, thank God. I see the hairy legs, I go, oh yeah, this is what God intended. Because drag hurts so bad. And by the time it's time to get out of drag, I'm so over it. And I rip off my dress, my gown, I see my face, and I go, aren't I happy to see still got it. Okay, scenario. You're in drag, looking like this. You're at the bar, you're ready for some action. And a guy walks up to you, the picture of yours, and I have my hot outfit on, my cap pin, with my updo. My hot outfit, yeah. Henry Cavill walks up to you with a visible tattoo, and he's like, hey lady, did you have fun tonight? Oh, really? But his version of fun is to go in a hot air balloon with a strap on. Did you do it? For Henry, yes. 100% in drag, in the hot air balloon. I was like, this is kind of loud. So, Turkey, what did they do to you? Like, I would need more information. Yeah. The funnest person from drag race. It depends how you define fun. Also, it depends on what the context is. Bob the drag king probably one of the funniest people I know. No, fun is fun. That's what I mean. Bob is fun to be around because he's funny. He is fun, but not fun. But if it's not like at a party, someone I'm like, oh, he's going, this can be cute. Oh, listen. Dancing is fun. Like in a party environment, yeah. Dancing is fun. Dance is fun. Always fun. Detox is always fun. Mayhem. King of the party. Mayhem is fun. I think more than fun is just totally irascible and it works all the time. Absolutely. Morgan Piff, no matter how good the lighting is, it's missing more than just Piff. Love it. I mean, most drag scenes are fun. I hate it when I'm not fun. I hate it because the absurdity of the situation always like hits me afterwards. Then like, you're the bad clown? Yeah, you're in a bad mood in drag. Being in a bad mood in drag is tired, but I do it a lot. It's amazing what the human body can get used to, and it's amazing what the human mind can get used to. Oh, I have
Patriots at 11. Oh, you can't. My 11, yeah.
And now it's time for a question. You've tweeted at World of Wonder using hashtag WowHelp.
That sounds like fun.
As always, you really help people. You know, not a lot of girls today, mostly because they don't want to. Go on. What's the question? Don't invite a question to the play.
Hashtag WowHelp. How do I bring the fun of drag to my office?
Oh my God, don't do it, Jackie. You keep it out of your office.
So, okay. Can I tell you that drag shouldn't be in the office?
No.
As a super fan of The Office, I never watch it and go, who's the drag? When is the drag this year?
You don't need to invite the kids into the hen house.
And I'm going to say this too. It's not for The Office.
How do I get my wife to be Sparkana? I don't know.
Most drag queens who are worth a damn are only interested in being like in drag on stage or on camera. Someone wants to come down to your office and do some camera forward.
No. With low ceilings, fluorescent lighting, operating a shutter, you just get enough.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
My girlfriend and I have been together for a while now, and I'm looking for 2 great ideas that aren't overdone. Advice for a fun rescue in town?
I'm trying to think what actually is fun. You know, in the beginning of David and I Girls, we went to a lot of movies. But they want something that's not played out, and nothing's much for us to do.
I think when on PMT, we had like a major psychedelic with each other, and you know, like really kept getting into the consciousness.
Can I say this is fun? Urban Heights? Going for a walk in the city with your boyfriend is very fun.
Advice for a fun rescue in town?
Oh, it's a good reference. David has a job with me to walk.
A walk to remember with Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
You could also do like amateur embalming. The more usually has like a learn how to do it Thursday night program.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer used to walk the highway and pick up dead animals and taxidermy, and that's kind of cool, though. Making lemons out of lemonade.
Also, there's something like perfect.
Love that.
Test the water.
Hope that helps. I found the older I get, the more fun to me is life. Like, yeah. Fun is sitting in the Fun is sitting in the pool, watching TV, staring into space.
Never got FOMO one day in my life.
Never.
Staying in a studio alone on Friday night.
Girl.
Booming.
It's a Friday night at 7 p.m. I'm already exhausted.
I went to sleep last night because it was before 11 p.m. I was in the bed, like 10:50, like that, like dozing out. And I was super delicious.
You think you got it? Because this is supposed to be fun. For everyone.
Wait. So wait, are you who's...
I stopped self-tanning and I feel so chaos, but my cheeks were getting ruined full time. I would get up and my cheeks would be brown. I also la la. I do see that. It turns out to be, it's self-tanner guys with dead skin cells. So dead skin cells just come off in bed.
Back down to press anymore.
What? No good? Okay. Then I won't run.
Think of it this way, they didn't go.
Shut up. Love your book. Just talk about this morning. I said, you brought me that two-tone dress to try to get some math, and she got yours, and I was like, oh, mine's better.
Thank you.
Mine's better.
You guys didn't see that out?
Who got the litter box? Who got the litter box? So what's the topic?
How old is it?
Oh my god.
What a weird thing to talk about last minute of the day.
That is ironic. It is the energy.
Girl, I was a woman of integrity. I'm a woman of integrity, intelligence, and energy.
Janet's another planet though. Talk about energy.
Trixie Mattel.
Hello, darling! Katya!
And welcome to
Give it out, sweet show.
and not yours.
Ooh, no one was hurt. What? 30 days earlier.
Uncensored on Loud Prevent Correct. Jesus Christ. I wasn't not convinced that she had a little censor up in her little double juice with like some all-stars too. She was always like, it was very admirable. I don't know how she did it.
I'll tell you this, by the way, to everyone who's watching. If you get a chance to meet her, it is such a treat because, my God, this is a woman.
Mama, you can't exactly imagine. And if you think she's a bitch, she'll be a bitch. If you think she's a diva, she'll be the diva. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Southern Belle could do that. She's very all-encompassing. If she shows up, she's going to show up. She's going to show up.
And that's the energy. And that's the energy.
It's clear. She's never been born.
What kind of energy do you think you have?
I know. There's some wild behind. Yes. High period. Yes. Summer storm.
I think part of touring with you and I was the great daily tug of war of energy.
Because you were struggling that day.
I'm like, well, I said I was going to draw myself. You're like, well, I said I'd get in the tub and do it.
Take to it. I'm like, well, that's me. Well, I feel like it's like my family as well.
Sometimes energy-wise, though, sometimes the show will start, we'll be backstage, headphones, or not headphones, body mics on, and we just have to go. We have to go out there. And then start crying. And then we go out there, and the one of us who's struggling is like, here's my line, and the other one knowing to compensate is like, it's like so hot and crazy. Yeah. You and I, as a duo, what we need is like Sandra Bullock and Vape Off, and she's like,
it will be hard. It will be difficult. You don't have the first name. She didn't ever open her eyes.
like, we need that.
Yeah, we need the cold, hard slap of reality to cool us down.
If we had that at Radio City, it's going to make totally tonight.
I feel like it's a very cool venue, but it's old and it's really tough. Yeah. So far. But just remember, live is good, it's just ready to go. So do the same. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
We like sitting and talking to campfire.
As a gay person who's been like up in road hard until they let because I'm not operating under the normal life expectancy in terms of years of living.
No,
I'm good. Just good. I'm done.
In your
twilight years.
If you were a family dog, you started to get those gray eyebrows.
Milky eyes.
He doesn't quite go up the steps anymore.
Bumps into the wall. Doesn't know where to feed it. He can't smell anymore. Doesn't love him. Yeah. Anal worms.
You know that quote from RuPaul that says, as gay people, we get to choose our family. I'm like, as gay people, we get to choose our level of unemployment. But you know, I love alcohol. And alcohol was always such a fun, like, I don't know if I want to go out. I'm feeling like tired tonight. But I know if I go there and get a little drink in me, I will have energy.
The promise of a new day.
You're converting alcohol to sugar. Your body's also getting sugar rush. Which is why when you go to bed drunk, you also wake up at like 7 a.m. wired.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah. Right? You get at 7 a.m. A, have to pee, and B, you're like, why am I so awake even though I'm hungover? Because my body's being impounded with sugar.
Oh, that's so wild.
Yeah. So many calories, girl.
Give me this one.
I do think people who drink vodka Red Bulls are healthy.
Oh, they want it both ways. You want me to take me to too.
Vodka Red Bulls, multiple vodka Red Bulls, I'm like, that's like simple Red Bull. That's like,
Remember when you drank 5 Red Bulls one day and then got on the plane?
it was cool. And we were flying back. We did 3 Red Bulls?
No, we weren't hungry.
Yeah, we were flying, and
I've never had such a headache in my life. I couldn't believe
we
it.
were sitting next to each other on a plane, pounding headaches. Oh, throbbing, like,
But also irritable, like still wired and irritable. Oh, it was like I wanted to get out of my own skin. It felt like my brain was and of course we had.
Here's the problem.
What about people who say, oh, the most reason I picked it. The energy's all in flux.
I think it's funny that, especially in Los Angeles, on one hand, we're like, religion, whatever, but the news deal. Like, we hate Christians, but Zodiac is in stone. It is the word, but it's the law.
It's a lot. I am tickled, particularly by the order of importance in terms of cause and effect in one's life. Like, it's not the cooking. It's not the deal with her. It's gotta be the moon. It's gotta be the moon. It's gotta be the moon. Why do I feel so off today? It has to be the moon. Couldn't be my horrible diet, my terrible lifestyle, my bad choices, my like useless like decision making. It's the moon. Right? Because I know people who are so tuned in and sensitive to these things because they don't do anything. They don't stay up late. They eat raw. They eat healthy. Like they are so like Kabbalah spiritual mother people that it is credible when they do feel finally tuned in. Yeah. So when it's like Tracy Sagas in LA, yeah.
It's so crazy to do. The good news is in LA, when you get a certain amount famous, you become one of those weird. You do rehab and like yogi, and then you become like Catholicism. I'm gonna eventually become. If you want to become famous enough, you do have to become a flat-out Buddhist in LA at some point. Like you need to at some point join a monastery.
Past life regression.
Yeah.
Sedona retreat. Yeah. Shorter in the phone.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, it's exciting to have all Abdul on the show today. I really want to talk about straight up. And she's like, I'd really rather talk about my spiritual life.
No, it's his first thing.
Yeah. I want to become that type of energy person. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about food. Like, I'd rather just read your chocolate.
Yeah, I feel just like a fun, pink, like, doll, but then I show up and we just sit in a circle. We bring stage to talk about how if there was Jesus, he was an alien. You know what I mean? You know, I love this really gives me energy. Yeah. If I'm in breath, and I'm in the passenger seat of the car, and I see a gay person, I have to roll down the window and yell that. I have to. I roll. Stop! And then they turn and they see it's me, and they're like,
But I hope
for a second, they're like,
well, is it horrible? If I heard that, I would immediately think it was about me. Even if it was like, I was like, it would be triggering.
oh yeah. Well, they know it's about them. When they turn around, they see Trixie yelling at them, and they're like, I think it's a good luck. If Trixie calls you faggot, I bet you Angeline does the same thing. Faggot, can you plug my meter? That's the difference with Angeline. Plug my meter, faggot. That would be her. It's exciting. You know, it's all mental though. Like, days where I don't feel like getting a drag is usually because I spent the night before complaining about how I'm treating guys. Like, I almost set myself up for the mood I'm gonna be in later.
Sure.
Yeah, if I'm like, that's gonna suck. That is like gonna suck. That is gonna suck.
You need a special stunt at the table. You know, when the hard-belly ones out, you need somebody to jump part of the table. That's what you need.
Totally. Because some gigs, especially, you go in like,
Walk in like a dark crowd, you're gonna muddy up the atmosphere, man.
totally.
I'm not walking to a party like this.
No, well, you can't.
You can't.
Although, Violet pulled it out.
That's country though.
I saw a clip of Violet with Beat 'em on Tea, and he was pouring Violet champagne, and Violet's like, you're not used to serving other people, are you? And I'm like, what the? Violet is Violet all the time. It's amazing. You're 50% afraid to be mean to you, 50% it's like,
I've seen the face switch in my eyes. Yeah.
Violet, you kind of see it. Violet's gonna be like, so, you've been busy. That's her making an open conversation.
So you're successful. Against all odds, and then to you, she's like,
100% are you be dead by now. She's like, 100% are you be dead.
yeah, you look, well, you're live. Yeah.
So funny. For you, making sound helps me level up my energy.
Please, Eric again. Do it. That I feel like is,
That's energy.
it's like a
That's pure source energy.
it's like I don't have coffee, then Starbucks for now, no caffeine pills. It's like, how do I, I do it with the yoga. I do that, and I do it much louder than that. I'll show you the horrible sound. Can I do it loudly? it's like way louder, like I have to get it way out. And what's her friend in the bathroom with the toothpick? Have you ever heard her do that before?
Yeah. No.
11?
No. When I'm DJing or like when I'm playing the guitar, when I'm not singing or don't do on the microphone,
Yeah.
I do a lot of like a lot of like, or when I'm running, when I start to really hit that, I'll go, and I know people hear me. I know people.
love it. I love it.
That's great.
And also, where we are iPhone stores, the editors pick up the slack. They take that sentinel needle.
You and I have come in here warmed over courses, and they have Pulp Fiction. We're editing Pulp Fiction, in the
Yeah, and then we're doing this to
When I watched the episode, I'm like, oh, they cut my rant.
about how I hate everyone, Katya, and Pete. Yeah.
And they inserted a 45-second clip of me going,
So,
we still have good energy. That's why the kids keep coming back.
to figure it out. I like the New York energy though. Like, I want to be friends with Bernhard, not like playing the phone. I want to be an old, disgruntled woman who can't believe Bed Bath and Beyond is going out of business. That's what I want. Yeah. Like, my neighborhood Costco is going under and I'm devastated.
And your neighborhood Costco's going out, and you're going, this is why people support local businesses.
On Instagram, upside down, with like a smudgy fingerprint on it. Watch 30 days earlier. Uncensored on Wow Presents Plus.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like people refusing to walk on their own.
Oh, fix it.
That's what they say, guys, like this. Even Bella Hadid. Well, she's not that pretty.
If I was modeling and not a model, I don't think we'd know. Brown's beautiful brown. But not even rented.
Rented. Down, rented.
I don't know about honey, but everything that comes out of my ass is last out. I just want to address some of the rumors that I'm posting that we're shooting, and as much as I would love to say that that's true, yeah. I've been taking some lessons in my spare time. Just kind of like, not learn the language, but just like read that, you know, because you don't use it, you lose it. And I only really use it when I'm on calls, you know, because they call from speaking. Hi, I'm thinking about, oh, you want to take it up. That's right. Yeah, colorful. Yeah. Hi, I'm Miss Grace. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Hi, I'm the CEO of Bumper.
It might surprise you, but I'm both a winter and a summer.
You're not ugly. You just have values.
And I'm Dr. Joe Biden. You are going straight to hell, and I'm falling into fashion myself. Katya.
Welcome to, the show we talk about whatever we want. It's a fashion, not yours. Summer. Well, I think if this is just a little dog and pony show, if this is the show, but if we ever say something about another dog, they always find out.
It will be on time.
We used to be able to just come people, and now they find out.
Next day.
We're gonna do, would you guys watch, if we got computers to do it?
Every day of Thanksgiving. Oh, honey. Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. Ha 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 wee.
I don't know if they'll be able to know the difference.
There's no way computers are gonna be able to pull off the figure.
Oh, yeah.
When you get a close to us, they're different. It's kind of everything.
No, don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell.
You can prove it for the time. This is the whole movie.
No, it's multiple.
Yeah. This is the universe plan. Mama, you need to get a doctorate. Yeah.
How did Steve under it? I feel like kids
I can't believe people want me to do that.
Well, how do you know?
I would know. Do you think that this is sexy after something?
I think it was just really good. I mean, I thank you for it.
Do you know people are really beautiful because of the surge, because of the makeup artist or whatever?
But we also know people like Michelle Visage. So if you hit her with a fire hose and all the makeup and mattress comes off, it's still bone. Oh. We're not saying I just spit from the shower. That's, why is that good? Why is that good, huh? You've been Michelle Visage. Because that is our mother. And
I don't think we all want to do tag it. We're like, first of all, we're going to start this to on top. That's what we're really doing it for. We're doing it for straight parents. We're doing it for like allies, and then for like no events. Yeah, and that's fine. We were just traveling cars, and heaps of straight girls are there saying we need to walk back. I don't have it in me to stop and take a picture.
well, if they're fans, it's one thing. But I'm not doing, ooh, it's a drag queen, I want a picture. We're not doing that. I hate that. And if you're a Trixie with helping, I don't want to drag. But like, if you just want a picture with drag queen number one, those are my actions. You know, also people I gladly like drag, but I would like to remind for people that you are a guest, the Phoenix Here Art Center. A guest. And I guess that could be uninvited. Uninvited. Yeah. The tag. Again, you are a guest. Yeah. And you are a guest. Like that.
Is my implant supposed to be able to do that? Is that it?
That's my implant. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Say people, football, give it up for us.
American football. American football.
Give it up.
Yeah. What about the race block?
Oh,
What about the race block? Mama. That just feels good. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. They should make skateboarding in the winter. They should. They should also make pole dancing. Feeling good. Oh, for like the 30 girl fitness. No, like the pole. No, I know what pole dancing is. Yeah. Don't you think? Come on. I know they know. They think drag queens are sexy. Do you think they're gonna let pole dancers into the winter? Not to mention some of these countries, like the women aren't gonna be allowed to pole dance.
You can have a veil on and I'll see a picture out.
What about people who are like a baseball game and they kick the ball?
Oh, that's super like.
I mean, people in the audience.
They take like this. Are you kidding me? People's arms, their whole hands like just ripped off their bodies. You never seen the bloody stunt footage from the Red Sox game?
Oh, I would think like the ball comes and unless they're paying attention.
I think that Mary Jane's there in the face, foul ball.
they had a chair, and they put a thing on your waist or whatever, and they have you kicking and leaning back, and they go, I'm going to drop you, I'm going to drop you, and eventually you drop you down a canyon.
And you go way down, you swim, and it's perfectly safe. No one has ever died or even once in the prison.
So you want to go explore the Titanic too?
Praise the best we've got. It will. Praise the best we've got. Praise the best we've got over there. Margaritas on the beach and anything. Lightly and backwards. Cerulean and turquoise. Backwards. Cerulean and turquoise. You should have never sung an Adele song. He's very careful. I need to sit down.
Well, do you know about Noah's Ark?
Like the biblical one?
No. In Wisconsin, in Wisconsin Dells, America's largest water park exists, and it's called Noah's Ark.
Okay.
And it is all. So think of the average body type of the Midwest. I'll just say that. Paper white.
Okay.
Running in all the wrong places.
You look like a first day.
And imagine you waiting in lines with it wedgie, sunburned to hell. Your daughter, 8 years old, purple face. Yeah. And you're waiting to slide down a water slide. That's so beautiful, but it hurts to go there. The slides that hurt your body. And then boogie boarding where like your Aunt Jennifer, who just got divorced, is trying to find her confidence. She gets on a boogie board and snaps her kneecap. Like, water parks are dangerous.
You can't ever? This is what I got.
Well, you need a hip replacement. So, does that sound young to you, honey?
I like when they're on the thinking boat.
I
I love those things.
Yeah. When you and I quit doing this with our whole thing,
I've already bought that.
I hope to Lieutenant Dan like jump off the boat and I just see his back surfing.
Oh, mama. No net. I'm gonna have a rope with text on my ankles, and I'm gonna be 10 stuck in the sink.
Oh yeah. I'll be like, you need to get through this. Bite the head off of
Live seafood in my mouth is gonna be healthy and fabulous. You don't have to pause it. You're like, you know, everyone's on a journey. These people are on a journey. They're on a journey. Yes, we're on journeys. I had to fight my, like, inherently hot bubbling sexuality for so long, and then I just let it loose. Because the world needs to see it.
Oh, that happens to us a lot now post-COVID. You know, like, I've been watching since I was 13.
Yeah.
They're a grown woman.
Yeah, like, I know. It's really alarming. It's supposed to kind of flattering.
No, I saw some clips about the other day. It was like a TikTok suggested the time has gone by.
Time fails changing.
Definitely. Starting with the face. And also with the voice. We have different voice tones. Really? It's more like, hey, Katya, what are you going to do today? And you're like, it was like super irritating. But mine was like really Katya. Mine was sort of like,
Yeah.
so like that. Oh, I'm coming to you. And you're like,
Oh, I'm trying to move the hair.
no, you grabbed it and it grabbed my arm and pulled it off. I just don't, I don't know if you should grab people. I don't know. Like, let's just grab people. So, we have fun. Don't we?
Oh, yes we do. Yes we do, man. We do.
This next one, dude. It's different story than No, I like it on. It didn't look, yesterday at the studio, I was like, this is good.
Everything is good now. It's good. No, it's very special.
Watch 30 days earlier on Wednesday on Wow Presents Black. I do believe this is what the kid's called a third.
This is so peanut. You look so beautiful.
Can I put them? Hi.
You know, in an episode of where they're actually license and registration, I think this is who you're asking for. Yeah. Ma'am, can I see your license and registration?
You're good now.
Is that correct?
Is that what?
We will have to. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, what? 65 minutes and you're suitable for the over 70s?
Don't you do it, Kathy?
Let's see.
Oh, no.
It's so different.
I'm so...
What? I should get a pencil? Okay. Or do you know them? Yeah, I really do. I didn't think about that. It feels really good.
Yeah, I also feel good.
Well, you look business as usual. You know, I told you to like pumpkin.
I don't do that anymore. Too old.
Hi, call me Pumpkin because you're going to carve me out. Trixie Mattel.
And you will come right over here and just the language story. Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
So what I say?
And not yours. You know, I know when I get that age, that is disgusting.
You know what a girl's best friend is? Your red lipstick.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween. What are we calling April?
What's that?
Now, for those of you concerned, no, I'm not dressed as a police officer. I'm dressed as a gay person.
And I'm not an old man, I'm just a woman.
I think it's like a retard. It's not married.
Oh, look at the nutsack.
You should know.
Sorry, I mean,
All bodies are valid.
okay.
A round of applause for her body.
It's actually the BB gun show, but it's still a gun show.
It's the beauty queen show.
Instead of a gun show, it's gonna over there and trap around with it. Are you haunted over there?
What?
Are you haunted over there at your house?
Haunted?
Haunted?
Haunted? No. There's 60 one. Haunted 60 one. Nobody died there yet.
Things happen. You ever do in bed? Got a notebook? And do like
Then you couldn't do food. Not in the corner.
I wish. No. I would no. Joe can do food stuff at my house. You wouldn't be in my corner.
It would be like the bed. And
I said you don't want to know. He does what? I said just like my corner. But I felt calm. I was like, I don't get scared of this. I see him. I go, that's there. Next.
I'm not like a food a lot.
My only problem is, would I appreciate a little kickback for the mortgage?
Maybe they have the closing cost.
100%.
Closing cost?
Closing costs, well, fine.
I think there's $100,000.
It's a rattle. It's a racket, it's a rattle.
Closing cost? What is your closing cost?
What is the closing cost? What are we talking about?
So you're closing the door and then you're telling me, I just closed the door. What I vacuum? I write down closing cost? You know, scary real estate. That's scary. Frankenstein? Dracula?
One of my dreams would be to have one of those houses where we set up like a Halloween maze. One of my dreams.
Remember the haunted house we went to the teachers?
Terror Vault. Terror Vault. We went to see Terror Vault in San Francisco, a Teacher's Price production. It was
It was like immersive theater, and then sometimes I get a little like, when people are acting very close to me.
I get respect in human beings.
Yeah, thank you.
We were with a group that likes to talk back to the actors, which you don't like. If someone's doing their little like spooky monologue, you don't need. By the way, this doesn't like that. You tell me something. You don't have to be like. If someone's like, "Oh, there's a curse and we're all gonna die," and you're listening to the group who goes like,
Ooh, are we girl?
like,
Yeah, it's crazy enough for them to like to do it honestly. Let them do it. It's just ridiculous.
"This is gonna be." You made the real. This is so horrible. There was a room in Terror Vault, and I feel like we can talk about it last year. The one that looks like a and then that guy ran in, like, smelling like, and he was like, yeah, he had like lube all over his arm, and he was like, which one do you use next? And I was just so scared that I was like,
And I think he made you sniff his baby jacket.
the only thing I like about it is I could tell it was I could tell it was a fake BO smell. I was like, girl,
Yeah, that ain't a good deal.
girl, let me wear this, wear this, no, not me, but someone wear this. I don't have a lot of BO, unfortunately.
You don't have no idea?
In the sexy way, how come when I was picking off the porn, all of them want hair? And then the second I go in the dating world, everyone has a bush and a armpit, like,
Really?
so you have to be in a dolphin?
You don't have a dolphin, man.
I got a blowhole. Do you like to call pumpkin? It calls me out. Trixie Mattel. Last year for Halloween, I was in Milwaukee and my friends were in a couple. You're definitely in. This is green candy.
This is green
This is green candy.
This is GREENKANDI. Green candy.
Green candy.
It's had that hit though.
I will say, as a kid, Ornadol, of course. As a kid, Ornadol, little Butterfingers, they hit so good.
Mother daughter.
I was like one of those happy girls. Those rodents that plan.
Oh yeah, they're not good.
Now, can I say, as somebody who works at the store at the shop for Halloween costumes, what's the etiquette? What's the do's and don'ts of shopping at stores?
You don't ask for I want to do something like sexy, but something like scary. Also, I want to wear like brown, but like also blonde. You know, I don't want to buy something like really different and they have short hair, but it's like really short. And like it's gonna be like really like amazing, but also like terrifying.
I don't want to punch you.
Yeah, and I want to come export.
Truly. Yeah. It's like, why don't you get the fuck out of here, Dad? Just like, kick your ass.
Trixie, referee. If you have a whistle, I'm going to kick you out of the party.
Can I suggest some good ideas? Sure. This year's played out, but I would say every other year, Barbie's a great standby. If you're male or female, Barbie's perfect.
Also, you never go wrong with Dracula, Frankenstein, or a skeleton.
Or with
A witch, of course, I get it. Or a spicy pizza, like a hot dog,
hot grape.
great banana.
You like banana?
I love a banana.
Banana.
Two bananas. It's like a thing you can keep it on and off and get really hot.
There's nothing better than some guy like at the bar drinking with his just a face cut out and like a yellow banana.
Love it. You're doing like the girlfriend, the picture they went, oh, like, I don't know. Oh,
Like
man.
if you're that straight couple who's like
Yeah,
over their
and,
shoulder.
like, you gotta do a whole tub below the butter. Like, it's not really good.
If you have to do a whole
If you have to explain it, it's tough.
it's tough.
Yeah.
I don't like a firefighter, a police officer,
First responder, I
we don't
don't
need to
It's a good doctor.
No,
I'm just a good person.
look, now I'm just a parking lot.
There you go, valet. Yeah. Go first. Go first. Let's just go first.
Thank you.
Let's do first. What about the Nirvana baby?
Me too. This is when I'm naked.
I can feel it.
You can't, unless you can't wear a
You can't wear a baby. You can't be a baby on the pool. What am I thinking? What are you guys thinking?
How can you even dress up? He did. He's in the backyard, underwater
In
ball.
the ground. There's a dollar goes in on a fishing rod. Yeah.
I feel like I look like Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw.
You do. Look at me now.
You're an empire. Yeah, you look crazy. You look like,
Doctor, oh my God! When you go to your mom and you say, hey, bitch. Today was talking with some teen who say, Ma, get off the TikTok, you're too sexy.
oh my God, it's the car.
How big is that? I think about pay a lot, and I know that I don't get paid enough for that. I can't think of it. Throw it in your mouth in that mouth.
It's a thing.
Okay.
This is rude.
You don't think I'm stupid.
We do.
We did it once.
Oh, honey. Thanks, living.
Okay. If we do Halloween,
I have to.
I'm not taking it. I'm not.
This is no. This
No,
is
probably not the same.
no. It's just a new place now. Oh! You can watch 30 days earlier.
And that presents left.
I love Billy and the big Idaho.
You don't step out and do all those that.
Yeah. Ron. I'd like to talk to you about something very important. Time fairs in Bermuda. These aren't your ordinary time fairs. These are taverns filled with city litters.
Children know how to sew.
And most importantly, bales and bales of old old.
You know, driving a bus is not that fun.
I made the cruise free. It's simple, elegant, style, so something.
These are great colors. Yours are the shiny penny.
Put this slice holes to put the belt through.
Secure the road. So nothing, really.
Great
The car. The car, by the way.
weight. Great
Alright.
UFOs.
I think we need an Orion belt here. Pushing the towel.
And I'm going from Sexta Bro, Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
To the dinosaur. UFO. You? Oh. Ooh, the yacht getting destroyed by orcas.
No orca. It's your birthday.
Ooh, no one was hurt.
It's not so much do you believe in life, extraterrestrials. If they're here, they're there.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing to think.
It's just that. I mean, that's what they...
Didn't alien this going to happen in our lifetime, like confirmed aliens? Yeah, whatever. Very 51.
Yeah.
Now, if the aliens are coming down here, do you think it's going to be like Arrival, where they have a great gift for us? Or do you think it's going to be more like Marvel Pass, where it's like,
I would take you there. I would actually prefer that it be a pass. If they came in species, it's not, then it would be an attack on amazing thing. Thank you. If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love a UFO? Can I get a...
so, I will say, the films have
Love.
portrayed aliens in so many ways, but people never really seen it. I don't think that they get the idea of it. What is the name? Called
I don't know.
what is that? Good one.
So it's an alien abduction movie based on a tree. And it has one of the most insane clothing, no, yeah.
It's not technically an alien movie, but I also really love Village of the Damned. There's not really any children now.
Is that the children they're playing?
No, these are children, they all have white hair.
Have you ever seen it?
You would love it.
No.
It's like made for TV 90s pulpy stupid.
Really?
Yes, you would love it. So the premise is there's a small town and a comet happens and overnight everyone kind of continues. And right?
They all got gas? They all got gas.
Oh, maybe I'm misremembering that. Oh yeah, everyone in town faints, and when they wake up, the women are pregnant. And they give birth to babies that are white-haired boys and white-haired girls. And then they get all nice step powers and start killing people around town if they don't go along with what they want.
You feel that.
Of course, remember this Arrival came out and everybody said it was the next contact. Do you think that the aliens would show up with a gift set?
Well, I think they would show up with the gift of money.
Why do you always assume that the aliens are more than us?
Look around. Look around.
You don't think there's worse than out there?
Who's big?
Especially if they land in America, you know that the government will be like, well, we're going to tell you, little whitey, what we're going to do. You're going to give us that day of shit. Yeah. And tell all y'all to get going.
You're fat, you're...
I think I'm doing both now. I'm trying.
Oh, I thought you were doing...
I did not have sex with that woman. Is that a good line?
No.
Well, what do you think about Independence Day when the White House is below that?
Love it! Well, I go right there. Now, after Liberty, I love in any landmark. Any wonder where the world gets like court.
In a movie.
Yeah. Eiffel Tower. Gone. Pyramid of Giza. Gone. San Francisco Gateway Bridge. Gone. Love that. Also, I really, really, really don't like it when in these disaster movies, especially alien ones, when they have like claws and they're like,
Oh, you want them flying?
they've been hanging from first with one arm. Yeah. They have like broken legs, but they have Maybelline like ultra last extends, like and it's like sticks out and like I want to go to Jackson, but I want to go through the
Well, it's gotta be. It's not so. I know a lot about it. You know? Yeah. And they make stuff look like aliens. It's getting like
by aliens, we finished these yesterday. Think about it.
But why do they think clothing? Like, what are they looking for?
Aliens code because we have really high oxygen levels.
Yeah, the aliens are gay, and they're not just clothing. That's kind of what they don't say is
there's no, so they gotta get through it.
they gotta get
They gotta get through it. They're
although long skinny things.
Look at these horrible things. You're not gonna be proud.
I remember seeing the film Men in Black when I was a kid and loving it so much. I mean, you think about aliens a lot. The scene where the guy's head opens up and there's that little alien in his head, I remember being like, one time my mom, you know, she lived in a trailer. We were poor. We did a lot of talking. Imagination of our activity, right? I remember when my mom being like, Mom, what if you were like an alien? You like never called me. That was without missing a beat, dude. Well, that's not part of the mission. It's so dumb. I was like, that was that just got me together. And then she told me, if you let it linger, and then she was like, and I was being like, that's bad for you. So then I remember as a kid going, Mom, everybody in our school is religious. How come we're not religious? And Mom goes, you just do all this magic. And she did. My mom was a steadfast, like, oh, it's real, it's pretty real. And that's my mom was like, he visited, he did his little alien magic, took him out, and he died. And he bounced. Now, do you think that aliens don't send things that they do? The thing is, my understanding of aliens, even our Hollywoodizing of an alien, we still do it in human image. We still see 2 eyes, 2 legs, like, 4, you know, yeah. But like, in the side. But there are aliens, they probably aren't anything like what we like. No. Probably like survival. Right. We like survival. We like survival. Yeah, we do. Okay. Is Star Wars alien movie? Like, is that kind of an alien movie? I think so. Absolutely. This is not Galaxy Far I've never seen it. I'm getting into it. You know, look at a long list for you, Mary. Even if Clockwork Orange, you like put your eyes open and just like picture from the TV side. What do you think is a bigger impactful moment in Hollywood? Baby Yoda or the Barbie stripper stepping out and serving a hand? I would say it's Boston. Boston would be like, you know, they go to school. It's contacting me, maybe? It's a place. Oh, what's up, man? Oh, hi, what's your name? Yes, sir. It's so the people that from Berga, they take the form of their dad because it's friendly with peasants. Which I think that's what they do. I do too. I just hope that if they're out there, which they are, I hope they watch this show. So this is one of my all-time favorite episodes. So, watch it here. If I could contact Mary and I could say whatever I want, this is what I would say. And I don't want to be responsible for what happens, but I would say to aliens, hey, I'm on island. It's like MSN Messenger. So it's like, beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, we're in the verge of living on the planet. If you could stop by and help us not do that in any way, that'd be great. And think of, I have like so many points of cold. Totally, you know, like, if there was a place where gay people would go, that's the Good Island. No, I'm not talking about like Seatown, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about like, if you had an opportunity to go be on a planet with all gay people would be. That's the tight little island full of gay women. The real gay fellas in the real tight pants. Sunburn, talk about them every day. That's the miracle of being gay. The very different from the USA, giving big, big pleasure in a big, big way. The very pure Good Island. I'd like to go back to not here. Would you want to go to Mars if it was all day? Mars, Saturn. Get to us to Mars. No, let's go to Saturn. Let's go to Saturn. I mean, I like the human race, whatever, but I don't think it would ever. I mean, what do we on this? And be like, what do we have to do? What do we have to cover? They're gonna look in our store window, per se, and go like, you know, I never thought I'd say this, but there's no one down there I would have touched it. I think the aliens would like, I mean, all these aliens would love it. These comments on mission experience, I think aliens, if you want to learn, we put out a lot of info. And you could, I mean, in a quid pro quo situation, you learn, you get probed. I'm ready. I think basically what two cross-surfers are talking about whether or not there's aliens. I think that there's not only tanks, but there are realms upon realms. Like, mama, yeah. Here's one where you have a little bit longer, bigger than Buffon. One where your ribs didn't tie back. One where you got a gray tooth. One where I have like a really diagram. Into boy on it, you know, like all. This is the dream. Is there one where they go to? No. This is. It's still drag now. Lower your standards, but... Oh, what is that?
so happy that
I love that that's like, that's something that people bring to the video. Why would we be doing it so long?
if
we didn't like these
long-term fight,
And also, what do we broadcast that people think they hate each other?
you're always gonna know your bro.
I love this topic.
You know, pro action.
I do. How could I miss them? You mean this small girl, this
A double.
thing? It's kind of like a pro knockout in a sexy way, but that's when you test with one block.
No, these are
You can watch 30 days earlier.
I'm censored. I'm about to thank the flat. You wanna do something? You do something, you gotta do something. You tell me that? Yeah. You don't have to. Yeah. You don't know. Lots of it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's... By the way, you know the DP of Trixie Motel.
When I hear the word G2, or when I say G2, I do not think of director of the time.
I know what you think though.
I think of double.
Oh.
Double. Is anybody else that is so brain anybody that do double? I think of, I love bottoming, but because it takes double.
No, can I tell you this? No, okay. Well, you know what, never mind.
You know what? Never mind.
So, what are we talking about?
Mistake.
Mistake. No.
Hi, I wasn't a mistake. I was surprised. Trixie Mattel.
And I am the happiest place to be on earth. Now, Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
Is it our show? Oops. Alright, here's what we go.
Ooh, no one was hurt. Now, what if it like, is that a mistake? It might surprise you. I've made some mistakes.
Yeah. How can you turn a mistake, like Bob Ross can say there are no mistakes in a happy accident? In my career, if you want to call it that, all mistakes. But if you're always making mistakes, isn't it like, it's always wrong when it turns right, right?
My first think is never that I was wrong. By the time I've been proven wrong and it's a mistake I made, my tail's so far in my life, and there's no way for me to climb out other than own it and be like, I was wrong.
What's the worst mistake you've ever made in your life?
Okay, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Okay, a couple years ago, I got an inquiry from a young new pop artist who wanted to come on the YouTube channel to put makeup on. She wanted to hang out, she wanted to get to know me, she wanted to put makeup on. And I said, never heard of her. Maybe later. That person was Olivia Rodrigo. And literally the next week, driver's license came out, number one song in the world, and I was like, that was her. She wanted to come on our channel. Fun. Olivia Rodrigo, if you're watching this, please come back on.
I didn't like making mistakes in school. I hated it. And every time, I'll never forget it, I told you before when I made for judgment round in third grade. WGGMENT and WGGEMENT. The latter not being most widely used.
I would have used the E as a phone.
Well,
It's like judgment.
exactly.
I don't like that. I don't like it. It doesn't even make sense.
It sounds like a mistake. The new thing about making mistakes is that I don't like making mistakes.
Starting.
But I was driving a man home with whom I had sex. We drove him home. I drove him home and I insisted on driving him home. But he didn't want to be driven home. Just thought I go to one. Love that. Because I won't use the GPS.
How was the sex?
So good. Then I, drive over the sidewalk. And then I feel like a freak. And then I park in a gas station. And he just left out and walked home.
He was like, thanks for the ride, crazy.
And you know what the red nose is?
What if he was like, I would have loved that.
Long, rough, toothy.
Yeah. And he kicks your car.
He's just all around.
While smiling at me.
He miraculously agreed to see me. So what about with a vehicle? Oh, I'm obsessed with it because it's really an important thing in my brain.
If I fly off the highway, crash through a suburban home and kill a family of 4, I'm likely to get out and go, I think I was fine.
Yeah, I think you just go fast.
Yeah, I think it was very fine.
I'm gonna give you a scenario. Driving, pick up my phone to text my new lover. It says, hey, sorry I drove over the sidewalk the other day. After the, it's like, you know, sorry about that. I hope you'll see me again. Boom! I rear end an old lady, 112 years old. She shouldn't be driving. She's dead. What am I doing?
Well, we write these calls with this year.
Ooh, good. Ooh, good. And you Paul gets that one goes, ooh, good. But she already had him that first time.
Gentlemen,
She was ready for the accident. Because you Paul's a little psychic, that was Scorpio. She woke up and hit that next first time. She knew you were coming. That was Scorpio.
what did I do?
Oh,
You
you say it's your fault. You're a good person, it was your fault.
So I've almost hit something. There's a monastery by my house, a convent by my house. There's a teeny little road, and I've almost whacked off a nun walking down the street like several times. And I thought, if I kill a nun,
It's a rap on what?
me,
On what way?
my life, like, because it's the worst, like,
You think a nun deserves to live more than normal person?
a Buddhist nun. If you had to conjure an image of the most innocent, non-violent, doesn't deserve to be killed person other than a baby, you think female Buddhist nun.
Now, what if it was a baby?
Mom, it was a 15-year-old nun?
No. And I think the devil, flames would take you into the
It was right now. I didn't have to worry about insurance because those claws would come up. I thought immediately, I was like, if I killed that nun, I would reach into my glove compartment with a gun instrument. But I don't have a gun in it.
And you don't know how to get into the compartment. Well, you have a test that you go to your front. Why is it called a front? It's a front trunk, I know that.
Yes, it is.
The front. I'm gonna go to my front to get my gun there. I mean,
That's a mistake.
girl.
Oh, you can say?
I don't think I've ever made a mistake today.
Oh, how about this? How about this? Oh my god, it made me sick. Oh my god, the pageant. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, oh my god. It's like a hot rush. It's like a hot rush blast.
Poor memory.
Whoa, boy. Oh! Okay. We were hired, me and her were hired to perform in a pageant. I think I may have. We were hired to perform in a pageant as backup dancers in Texas. This was when we...
If they're hiring you guys as dancers,
Oh,
If you're the dancer hired,
not only, like, cut to the feeling. I did not use the choreo correctly. Mistakes were made. Mistakes I made for the mistakes. But most of all, you arrived at the airport on time, back to the gate on time, and just didn't know that the plane was taking off or that they were delayed. So we missed the flight, swimming right next to the gate. And then proceeded to miss every subsequent flight.
what were you struggling with?
We were covering this air traffic control, just flying down, knowing how airports work, being a person, common sense. It was very embarrassing. It was great. It was crazy. That's a big mistake. Oh, Steve. Yeah, that's a mistake I'll never make again. You want to know why? No. Waking up face down naked in my kitchen. Alone. How will I look? That was when I would be on the edge of a mistake.
They go through the G like Gatorade.
The morning.
No, they go through the G with like Gatorade. And so when you do start puking, it's funny. And then I go, are you not supposed to drink alcohol and be deep? And it's like the person they're like, oh yeah, and it's good to know.
That is a mistake you're making. I think it was a mistake to do that. I really do. I think it was.
But they definitely live have been sold for that purpose.
No, it's forward to become untethered, literally and figuratively from real life. Also kind of fun.
I think social media, I think we will look back on it like we were like, people used to spring dance, you know what I mean? Like, it really will be like, people of the future will be like, being on the internet all the time. That was so stupid. Seriously? They're gonna be like, we used to save the metal to show the war. We used to put lead paint on our streets to go taxes. Yeah, it's sort of like, oh, the hatters used to use mercury to clean it. So that's just something we can like,
Tournament hygiene.
so what did you do when you were younger? I used to make TikTok. And what is that exactly? You can take some video of ourselves and you watch it. But if you become comfortable with the fact that you will make mistakes, it's not as much of a roadblock when it happens. It's like, oh, I know it can happen.
So you never play professional sports in your life? I didn't either.
Not really.
But let's say, the balancing business.
Oh, I did the sprint in the 2017 Olympics.
Oh, okay. So did you place in the medals, or did you qualify for the final?
Just like a lot of the medals. It's like, but a 4 plus
And then did you win silver because you were so good they thought like that person was cash and they should give it to you?
Well, I actually got bronze. My person got silver got killed by me. But then I got bronze. And then I got silver. And then bronze got silver. So
Mistakes are just like details.
but that's one thing is, many times in my life, in many different areas, I have let fear of something tough prevent it from wholeheartedly raising me to do it. Which is not a good thing. Just do it.
Do you think that if I had to take a lot of paintbrush, and there was a firing squad and a dictator behind me, you would like to go judgment on that, correctly, you think I would be fired?
No. So there's always a way to figure it out. So maybe just take the firing squad. What I've learned in music here is you're just doing it. You're not an executive.
No, it's just,
That's one of your ugly faces. You know what I mean? Like, it's just less of it. It's still your ugly face, but it's less of it. But I don't see that. I'm always like, if I lost weight, y'all can take me. They could have taken the whole thing. They just didn't want to make it. Yeah. What? 30 days earlier.
Uncensored on that event flat. Also, we're in an 11-hour mustache. Good night, wash.
Yo, I looked over to the left here, I thought you were Tom Selleck. I thought you were Tom Selleck. You do this like this. Postcards, lighters, fucking. It was like, they would actually selling like, Cabana hats, chewing gum. It was so crazy. They would get posty and stationary. If you look mildly gay, you need help with directions?
Yeah. When I went to Vegas, they were doing this thing where they flip the card and they give it to you, and it's for like live hot new girl.
And I was like, I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Go do my hair and makeup?
I have to tell you, I know we're talking about the winter.
Girl, I'm trying to put that topic off as long as possible because cold air is something I don't want to talk about in this room. You're gonna bring me in here to talk about cold air? What are you gonna do? Bring up here and not let me speak to you? What are you talking about? Tell me more about cold air.
It's a little tune here. It looks like somebody's smothering days now. Fixing the town. I'm in the winter of my life. Katya.
Hey, welcome to. Hey, welcome to. Talking about whatever we want.
This is our show.
And not yours.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Ooh, no one was hurt.
Hey, Trixie, watch out for that tree.
Oh my God, no! Yeah.
Winter's coming, bitch. There's
I'll say this. We've lived in Los Angeles each now 7 years.
7 years something like that. I can't believe it.
I told all our friends in this house, I love everyone. If you all ever wanted me to move back, you'll never let me find out about California with this. Darling, baby, girl.
We're not doing snow anymore. I'm sorry. We're not doing bunnies. We're not doing snow plows. Doubling, scraping the ice off the windshield. We're not doing saving parking spots because I spent 3 hours figuring out. We're not doing skid, black ice. We're not doing school delays. We're not doing whiteout, brownout. We're not doing moisture pads, heating lamps. We're not doing enhanced.
No! You know, I feel fortunate because I grew up in Wisconsin, which I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. I feel like when I talk about being from Wisconsin, I'm really glad talking about being Italian. I am. In college, because I lived in the dorm, and I remember the white girl in the black nurses, black leggings, and
What was that?
how did the North Face UGG get a chokehold on like teenage college girls? That was horrible.
I'm letting you. I don't need that indelicate experiences. I think she's a whole second. I received a gynecological education.
Girl,
by gazing out there. Like you get.
I'm opening up a cadaver. I can go to a topographical map of this.
Your labia. I'm so crystal clearly visible to me. I'm wondering about that.
And then the my version of that is big puppy jacket, gym shorts, long gym shorts.
Oh, it's the great right hand thing. Let me tell you about that. Let's figure that out. Let me come. Let me take this real quick. Now, me and a big Panamanian black teen in Missouri walking down the street. And you see from across the road a guy in thin, gray sweatpants. He's like tearing up feeling like a grandfather clock, side to side. And he literally goes, like in the cartoon.
You assaulted
It was shocking. I couldn't believe it. I had the most fun. It was like, it was like a cartoon. It was like a cartoon. Mm-hmm. So who was he? Like,
What cartoons do you watch where there's a huge flopping? So what happened?
well, nothing. Nothing. We just spread them to
That's my favorite kind of story. There's absolutely nothing.
But what did you expect? Like what? Because like it's really like I thought you were gonna be like so like you know when you just and you just wanted to like let you know that like even though I'm a student and then like and you know I think all of that was like too hard. Oh. You were so and like boo. You felt distracted.
It became a girl, his brand.
It is so huge. It is crazy. It was like a point.
Yeah.
You know that.
But that didn't happen, so it wasn't like a point. But this is a story of like cowardice. This is a story of missed opportunity. The fact of women. I've seen you take men by the back of their neck like kittens. And call them whole. But that guy gets a good house. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I'm not at this job, I live my life as a man. I think hard to imagine because I look so frail. When I remove this clip, no. I will say there's a gray sweatpants, there's an effect to it. I have a pair of gray sweatpants. Like, when I put those pants on, I think we all know what, you know what I mean? Like, I put that on, do some push-ups, David comes home and I'm like, wow. And then I turn around and it's down my leg. Wet. And that's, that's how they change a little box. It's my moon pie, bitch. Yeah, baby, I'm so wet. Most babies are conceived in the holiday season, do you know that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. January, December, November, that's baby. So they're coming summer babies.
Well, what does it mean if you're born in May? Because that's a lot of
It means you're if you're born in May, you have a raggedy hair.
now it's time to answer some questions that you tweeted using the hashtag got home.
How do I stop removing stone-cold spirit? I don't think my friends like me that much anymore, but I don't care.
Yeah, that was good. I love this. Nobody likes you, but I don't give a yeah, nobody likes me because I'm a bitch, but I don't care. It doesn't seem like a problem. If it's just in every scenario, it's like, my friend's not like just a bitch, and my bitch and my friends don't like me.
I think half the battle in life is knowing how you're perceived, right? And using people's names, being nice, asking, hello, how are you? My name is. You know, I'm not saying fake it, but like people notice when you say hi to them. They notice when you ask how they're doing. Also, the way you wear your hair and makeup matters. It does. But I mean, like, you know, if you have... Yeah. Like, if you have a bunch of tattoos, you wear all black, I bet you know how the world perceives you. If you are sweet, you probably know to, like, work against that a little bit. Or if you're like me and you look really fun, you know to not over-promise anything, because just because I look fun.
Does that mean that you're anything but
Yeah, don't forget that I'm here for $1. That's why I also think liking being in a great mood is weird. Uncanny Valley, accept the vibe. Girl, what is that? I'm so happy all at once today. You know that? None of us are happy. The people at lunch aren't happy. The girl's birthday isn't happy.
Like, nobody's happy or drags lunch.
You think the cooks are happy flipping eggs for some food? Like, if no one's happy. But I do think knowing how you're perceived, like, it seems like she knows that she can be a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a great first step.
Yeah. Knowledge is powerful.
And then you can either continue to be a bitch, or you can okay. You know, sometimes I'll like, I know that I'm with my hair back like this, I know that I'm kind of severe. Yeah. Then I'll like,
Look at that. Just flipped 180 degrees. Hello. Is that pin in? Oh, it's that. Right.
well, good luck, but if people you don't,
Yeah.
friends like you. Yeah. She said they also don't like you, but I don't care. This is the best question we've ever received. Thank you. If you have a question, shoot it at World of Wonder using the hashtag WowHelpMe, so please make it that day.
Have you ever pissed in the thing?
I can't write my, you know, I know that when my mom, she was assistant, and for a lot of older people, and she would ask the old men about their teaching, how she would measure their health, she would say, can you write your name? Like, is it a strong enough feeling that you could write your name? If it's not, that's your not good. That's a health check. What did you think to me?
Oh my God, check me out. Because just the other day, I had 2 men in my family. And we were all together.
Wait, what about you?
Really? Including me. We just, we went to work.
Were they with it?
None of us knew. It was crazy. But I wasn't crazy, but let me tell you something.
You thought those people were your house?
Yeah. And
Have you ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? People in all black break into the home and terrorize.
No, I got to become a dog food, but I could touch up someone's face closely.
Having stayed at your home as a celebrity, there's a luxury of being a rental. Well, they're going to take them where you live, and then come over and stay with you if you have it. What a big incredible.
I feel like it's not gonna happen. I really do. I mean, in regards, I've had a big one.
But these people are you, they're desperate. They're capable of anything. You know what I mean? They're eating your, if you think they're not desperate, girl, down there gnawing on your foot. Honey, you don't think they're gonna call their way from hell?
I was gonna say, did you like, not because this is what you're thinking, in a good way.
I'm gonna wait this long to ask me. Dude, all of us know now that your life is
Watch 30 days earlier.
Uncensored on Wow Presents Plus.
That's that sound like thunder.
You know how it goes.
Body down. Body
You
down.
just kind of like bonk, 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 bonk. Beat it up. You know, are you gonna eat this piece like a drum? Are you gonna bang it like a drum? Are you gonna get this piece with weight? How about that sound like windows? Windows. Beat it up.
I mean, honestly, we have nothing left.
No, we
Like, Windows is as good as any other phone.
Hi, the eyes are the windows to the face nipples. Pushing the top.
And that's tight like a nut. Katya.
And welcome to the show we talk about whatever we want.
To this concept. You know, I watched my latest episode on the TV lately.
You hear that, kids? We're high on our own supply over here. Don't play.
Ooh, no one was hurt. Windows. Sometimes you open them and let a cool breeze come in.
Sometimes you close them and it's too loud.
Yeah. Windows are very expensive. Very expensive to fix, very expensive to replace.
Have you ever rather tap at the window? Who's there? Hunger. Ooh, hunger.
Do you like stained glass windows?
I love them. Look at those windows when they sit down and you cry. Honestly.
They're very fancy and beautiful.
My version of stained glass. I take my ass and I scoot it along the clear glass to become stained.
I remember in art class in like middle school we did like stained glass, which was like clipping tissue paper and putting it in designs on a window. And even then I remember like,
That's boo-boo.
you ever been in a building with those cleaning windows? The big skyscrapers, scared to study?
Absolutely. Have you ever been? Okay, I'll do one. Have you ever been off? And a window walk through rolls through, and in a hotel, and the homeboy rolls down, and you're pulling the pad, legs flared, face green.
Why do you like them?
Because it goes bonk, bonk.
Why do you like them?
Because I gotta spread my legs.
To access what? Did you ever have a Windows computer?
Windows 98, Windows 97, Windows 96, Windows 95, Windows 94, Windows 93, Windows 92, Windows, yeah.
There was a lot of very familiar sounds and sights and smells of being up a Windows computer at a young age.
Yeah, it sounded like bonk,
I don't
bonk.
remember the sound. It was like something like that.
Yeah, it was, things like that.
It was things like that.
Yeah, things of that nature.
Do you like Dell? You know, I never got around to getting a Dell. It's one of those things that I meant to do.
Microsoft? Does it make you micro hard?
Microsoft. That's how I describe my Microsoft. You're smoking meat. I just said you're smoking meat.
I thought, I'm not,
No, wait, no.
Because you want to know about my name? Riddle.
To the point.
Riddle.
Mine's not important. Mine's one of those place where like I need to download a video and I have to rip a YouTube video.
Oh, yeah, that's how you get viruses.
30 viruses because I needed to clip it.
Aren't you the unique Georgia world? Like, me trying to get one design in women's head. And I wish it was like, how did you get it? Oh, I was stealing an 8-page copy of the Joke Note. Or like, no, I was trying to steal one clip from Designing Women. Not even steal it, put it on mix. For Apple Music. Yeah. I was trying to remix I'm Coming Out with Designing Women. Okay?
Have you ever snuck out of a window? This is serious.
Never.
You've never snuck out of a window or gone through a building through a window?
No, what is it picking up? I don't know. But if you live in a city, like something walkable, I never had that moment where I like climb up a trellis and my parents don't know I left. Like, that's never happened. Boys speaking in my room, that never happened.
You never did that out of a window.
You? It's going.
You're going. You don't like to be crying or whatever.
You're walking in the street.
Yeah, because you can't go through the front door.
Too obvious.
Too obvious.
Does somebody go for car windows?
Oh,
Yeah, the window.
hi. Excuse me, do you have any gray pecan? Only 90s kids would know it. You know that one?
Mustard.
Yeah. There's this
Yeah. This was a good time. I do think new cars, Tesla, I don't think this should come back.
Mama, and also, no power steering. You want to crank that window, and guess what? That little gift I sent you a couple of days ago, you know the one. You know the one.
Yeah.
Legs out the window, spraying right in the highway.
Yeah.
I think that the best gift or gift, whatever you call it, is of a woman spraying, I mean, you know, whatever you want to call it, spraying with her full legs out of a window with a moving car, spraying.
It's goal.
Well, because I've heard women say like, oh, he's the only one who didn't.
Absolutely. You realize, this is going to be good. If I were of the female persuasion, they would, all that stuff.
If you were done that, just Joe Biden talk to you about Trixie.
The way that I would know, I would have figured out how to compare with her. Not unintuitively.
It seems to have it.
I don't know. I would have like one of those baseball hat, double water ball things. I would be in front of them.
Yeah. Now, my question is, I've seen porn with this a lot of times. We gotta put this kind of you're gonna know, like, if you're gonna be flawed, you gotta do a lot of, like, the Dasani, a lot of placenta, a lot of cold bath water.
But I mean, what about the famous kids? What about the window of opportunity?
It's closing. It's been closing.
Not what my window of freshness. Yeah.
Your window of freshness, I will say,
It's not a fair fight, because your window of freshness doesn't start early.
at your best.
Thank you. Yeah. Fact. No, you're not having anything.
Well, it depends, right? We're here in Los Angeles, New York.
Well, no, you're getting taxed. You're saying, I love you, Trixie.
Oh,
Does that happen a lot?
Oh, God.
Well, I was gonna retire, it was all the way down. Everyone's coming back from their measuring appointment, and, like, it was.
You touch up the blue roof?
Yeah, everybody's doing their hairline tattoos, like, and it's a lot of rolling down the window, and I love you, sir.
Yeah.
You're so You know what? I'm just gonna abolish this right now. Stop coming up to drag queens. Stop it. You stop it now.
Mary,
We're not.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead said, thank you so much. You are not female cast on Thursday. No, female cast on Thursday.
Listen, breaking the window, it happens. However, my neighbor's like this. This the asshole.
Oh my god, if you ever get a softball or a baseball or whatever to the window, you come up with
It's over. Oh, can I tell you this? Yesterday I got home. The tree trimmers were here, clearing the trees, and my neighbor goes, come over here. He's in the yard, and there's tree branches, there's like leaves and stuff from the tree branch. He goes, these are all falling in my yard. You need to get them home and get these. I go, sure? I told him that. And she's like, you know, the first one I have for you. I told him to not get bamboo because he's in the back. And now I have gardeners that come every week to clean up the leaves from your trees. She's like, do you like the bamboo? And I said, yeah. And she's like, what do you like about it? I said, the privacy from neighbors. Any other questions? Literally, I was like, my favorite thing about the trees is that I don't have to see you, your family, or their snot noses to it.
Oh,
You know why your leaves is not a yard? Because it's bald, but your yard is no leaves because it's bald. Don't worry about my yard, but
I'm sorry I can't control the way leaves fall from trees.
are you really having this conversation with me right now?
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. You know what? With neighbors, we want to keep it short, not too friendly, not mean. Just like, yep, all leaves cleaned up, have a good day.
I think my neighbor is selling. There are a lot of people in my neighborhood on my street selling houses, and I think there's something you don't know.
Well, I think they know you moved there. You live in the hills. Y'all are one mud cloud. It's in your house
falling off the cliff.
No, listen. People selling like high waves, much like happening, like.
Good enough to start to
I gathered that was Mother Goose. It was Mother Goose again.
supposed to be a wet winter. Thank God.
Oh, tinted windows? What are you? Are you a judge or a monster?
We had tinted windows growing up, so my mom could dust in the car. She doesn't go to me. No, like my. We would do it. No, she would do it. Like say we're at the mall school shopping, and she has to step out and breastfeed the baby. She could go in the car and like and do
And then go there.
do drugs. It's not giving away.
I can't do that's so funny. Your mother breastfeeding on the 405.
No, not driving. No, she was sitting in light.
Yeah, I said the lights out the window. And she's stealing the chick. My mother's stealing the Tahoe, the chick. She's stealing the Tahoe with her cemetery. Sorry, Mom. She's not watching this. I'm gonna take my call. She's not watching this, though.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I got stuck on my thunder.
I stopped watching because I hit the really low.
Well, my dad, he looked amazing. No, both of us looked amazing. God, jeez.
And when both of us look good, that's a really... Usually one of us makes the strange hair choice, one of us makes the weird makeup choice. When we both are really good, it's a special day.
We bonded that day. Big bonded.
What? 30 days earlier, on Central on Bob Don't Flex. You go like, listen, you want
Does somebody want a piece of coffee? That's what I need to do.
yeah, boy.
Because sometimes I think we have, like, stumbled into, like, what we have, like, in an unwarranted way, and that we're, like, we don't deserve it. And then I see me on the monitor, and I'm like, I deserve it. Yeah. Of course, you look great.
I'm really interested in this. Just some curiosity. I find that to be very interesting. I didn't know they left cans of dog food in Lemay. Now you don't know, I know. And now you're older and wiser for it. Those are good stuff. Especially when it gets better.
Why, Miss Ashton, you look younger and younger every day. Thank you, Rose. What's in the cow?
And you better believe I am prepared. Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
The house show.
Woo! What are you? Unpause. Ooh, no one was hurt. So there's this guy, his name's Father Time, and he came to all of us.
You my biological clock ticking like this.
Well, when I was younger, I always felt like I thought I was older. I thought I was more responsible. I always thought I was more grown up. But then the older I get, the more I'm like, don't know what to do.
That's the whole point. Nobody knows.
Don't know what they do.
40, 45, people who have 6 kids in their day, who have grandkids in their day. Nobody knows what they're doing. And then you die.
Well, that's the show. I hope you guys have a great night and stay positive. Bye. I'm not racist. But we work in a ministry that the 21-year-old, that's who the drag queens are that are ambitious. Like, they kind of push, they kind of get, they kind of grab. They will stay out that extra night, get that extra drink.
Yeah, yeah, for their mood. Yeah, for their bones aren't going out. Yeah, so they don't have horrible attitudes. Yeah, so they're not falling asleep in the dressing room. Yeah, so they're not asking people to quiet down and get the out and leave me alone. Yeah, they're a lot more fun than you.
Yeah, they make it stay longer than 12 minutes.
Yeah, so what? They don't have what I have my cell phone.
No, they don't have the
They don't have my bird, my Dr. Zebra.
But do you even have the experience? Because you didn't do that.
I got nothing. And guess what? I'm gonna take it. I can't take nothing away from me because I am dead.
You know, in a real drag state, there's 21-year-old idiot and 7-year-old lifer.
Yeah.
And that is it. Everybody in the middle is a real estate agent, or is selling Tupperware, or a photo teacher. They got real lives, real jobs, real families. You and I, there's a reason why the universe is not telling us that. Because we're not doing the stuff we do it. We're supposed to have kids and stuff.
What do you think the risk of cookies is?
We're supposed to be married to women and having kids.
I don't believe that that's true at all. No, there's 3 days.
But like, is this what it is? Mary, is this useful?
No, it's certainly not. You look like you're 125 years old now.
Is that useful? You know what it looks like? It looks like a set like this. Like, did somebody say you want to play cards? Like, I don't know.
Getting older, I mean, well, let me tell you something. You become invisible.
In what way?
You literally become invisible.
To other men?
Yeah. And to the general public.
People have to hold us. You're the golden bag?
Sweetie, darling, cookies, just you wait. Honey, just... Hello.
No, your thing is just... What they have aren't
And
missing.
that's the only reason I'm today. But then have that girl and there's a walk into the ocean and put the face from that movie. The big nose. You still don't know my name. You still cool. Olivia Newton.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo.
It was,
Kill herself in her life. Yeah, the problem is, in drag, once you, as you build skill, the canvas and the play-doh you're working with deteriorates. And suddenly you know how to do it. You know how to make an outfit. You know how to make good. But unfortunately, you're taking a worm-ridden bust of David. You know what I mean?
yeah, I have to get on a pig and that's because I've been dead for 25 years. I just don't have the energy to change that. I don't have the energy to kill somebody with confidence with a chainsaw. No. Okay, I'll put the mask on.
I'll take 20.
Yeah.
To the face.
Yeah.
You like porn? Yeah. I felt very useful doing that. How was it like? What was it like being injured by a man who's in his 200s? He was in his 25 years old. Well, he was in his 80s.
He died 3 days later.
He did die like that, yeah.
Not that good.
No, he did die like 3 months later. He was, I was very honored, and it was scary because I don't want to sound bad, but the most lyrics I've seen is him portraying. And so his character, the way he dresses and sits on South Park, I don't know how spot on it was. We were streaming of it. South Park is good. I was like, you really do. He had little sneakers on the tie, and he was like, oh, doing bread. But what I was amazed about it, that's a good bit. But what I remember is, he does have Peabodys and journalism awards. He looked right into that camera and with no prompter listed like my entire career, and then was like, thanks for coming on the show. And I was like, okay, I'm over on air, so we can't say wow presents flop.
We literally can say any words we want to, but still cannot do that.
Our show's called Air, and we can't even moan it for us. Meanwhile, Larry's in his 80s, rest in peace, getting the exact... You know, this is horrible. I love beautiful women, right? And beautiful icons from the 60s, 70s, when I see them now in a kind of, aged state, I go, well, God, if she was a goddess at my age, and look at me, what the happened to me if this goddess aged like this? Am I going to turn into a rotting log?
Have you ever took meat to a grinder?
What happened to Elmer's butt?
Well, that's when we go to Lord Dr. Disney.
But man, I don't even have hair. Where are they going to hide the scars?
Don't I look young and I turn out a topographical map of stars? You've got a corset with the little, the Orville Peck mask of skin is tied up. Yeah.
Face paint, full-time face paint with a bald head. I'm going to start rubbing my head with a bandana with a hat on it, looking like Jesse Jimmy James. Is this? It's horrible.
I'm not interested in prolonging this together musical journey into my 90s. The moment that my faculties become an issue, you pick me up for a lovely long walk. And you pick me right up that way.
Do you want to know about it or just have it?
Absolutely, because I won't know. You know what I mean? My faculties have left the building.
You want me to be like, look over there?
And they're like, oh my god, Katya, we're going on a lovely long walk. I was like, thank you, Malone.
Yeah.
And then you take me and
It'd be one of those like LA viral marketing desks that says like Frito Lay's wants to have a happy pie. And you're like, oh look at that sign. By the way, I know we talked about it in the song.
the test one.
The for me. If you guys really love Katya like I did, you have to love Katya's t-shirt. And they were like, that top.
And you will have the
I'll be going to jail, and also I have a letter from her saying she's saying, no, but it doesn't hold up. Living otherwise. iPhone letter is not. What if, I mean, what if?
What if you grab the knife and spit my throat with it?
Why not? Well, I thought about it. Like, I would take away that honesty from you. That would be the worst thing I could do is kill you for you. You'd be like, I was taking the you'd be like,
Girl, what's the opposite of a virgin tooth? Right?
So that's weird. I'm gonna be up at the bank at 9 a.m. in line. You know what's sad? That one over the counter in the window. That's cool.
you know what's sad though? Especially now that I don't drink. This is like the most fun I have.
That is depressing.
Like there's moments where I'm with you and Dad and we're laughing. And I'm like, drink up, bitch. That's your fucking soda for the day, honey. You know what I mean? Is that it, honey? Is that all there is? Oh, you and I are sitting in front of cameras. We're sitting with Stu about Lauren Boebert. And I'm like, this is the most fun I will have for a week.
Maybe have 8 stories about a congresswoman that's your been in college. You drink it up, girl. Now with the internet.
When I was a baby graduate, 2021, my biggest internal gripe, and I would never admit this, but I know this now. At the time, I don't know. It's with the drag queens who were in charge, the older drag queens, to come up to me and say, well, you really are good. You really turned it out there. You're amazing. Yeah. I wanted older drag queens to tell me that at my young amount of drag, I was doing good. And now, when baby drag queens come along, my desire to make them feel good about their drag does not exist.
I would never do that. I would never.
I'm like, oh, 20, 70 pounds, okay. Yeah. I'm like, oh, your voice hasn't changed yet, okay. So, no, okay, no Adam job, I got perfect. Literally. Girl, especially since the baby drag queens don't have... No, you're like, I'll change yours, you change my depend. Like, Flossie, you guys are... Yeah. And my the only reach around I want is for somebody to pull out my cat. That's just not what you say. Pampers, depend, honey. Meet you in the ladies' room. Meet dad and meet in the ladies' room. My favorite thing about things is that you in drag, or at least
The content, we got the sun on the poster or
they're
whatever.
supposed to do a TikTok in the street. Yeah. When the older drag queens are coming up there, I'm not even them. And that's why I had a good time. But they're doing it in the dress room. They're doing it in her. Maybe the dress doesn't fit right. The back of the dress is close up as back face. Well,
Can you put the padlock on the strings that are holding my secret stopper's dress together? And also, take it back there. Can you grab that blue wrapper and do my back? Because it's Bob Hoskins.
can you get this black hairspray and spray my skin that goes to the back of my head? No hairline. Nothing. Can you spray my skin? Literally Bob Hoskins. Black hair. And you ever notice to walk on stage and go, this is hair. You look like a coal miner, bitch. You look like a dead canary in a coal mine. It's horror. It's Halloween horror night. Like a drag show. And then meanwhile, these youthful drag queens, they just want affirmation from who? The genie from Aladdin? Like, you. UNHhhh.
Well, you never know. We're getting invited back to the season, but there's so much going on. So, like, we'll never know if we're gonna be back. You never know. And maybe we'll see next year, maybe we won't. But, like, we just have a lot going on. You never know. She's like, take it, even go down, take it again, sorry. Because you never know. So, like, we're just doing it again.